What's good? What's good? What's good, baby? It is your boy True X, the sports junkie. As you can see in the background, we haven't had the best season, but we still hold our L's up for y'all boys. LSU, what up?
Yeah.
But of course, I got my brothers with me, man. Welcome to the Nothing But Sports Show. I got my brothers with me. What up, Z?
Wow. What's the deal, man? Mr. C, the trendsetter, aka the whole damn show. I'm here so we can begin, bro. You already know what it is. Boot up or shut up. Big LSU, not the little one.
And of course, we got the hater, the guy that says he tells the truth. He tells us he gets us right. But man, he just be hating on us, man.
Yeah.
What's up, box office?
Hey man, how many weekends and how many shows have we had this year that we come on Tuesday or Wednesday night and y'all are coming off a weekend where none of y'all's teams have won?
Whoa, big fella, relax.
And this was another weekend of that. I mean, nothing better than my weekends being spent watching LSU lose on Saturday and the Saints following it up on Sundays. And you know the Pelicans don't lose. I mean, everybody knows they're going to lose. You don't got to check the score.
How'd your Colts come out this week?
Hey, Texas won, though. That's my point.
Well, how'd the Colts come out this week?
They did not come out well. But that's going to happen.
Right, so
y'all have had so many weekends where both y'all's teams lose. I mean, yeah, here's some good news, though. LSU doesn't play again until a bowl game. So now,
and we won this week.
Next week, it's only going to be the Saints that lose. The Saints play the Bucks in Tampa. Mark it down, L. So, look, at least you're going to only have to live through Sundays from now on losing. But I know it's been a tough year for y'all. Y'all have had so many Tuesdays and Wednesdays on this show coming off both y'all's teams losing.
Box office. Since I've known you, you've had more weekends like this than me.
Talk to him. Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I know what happened this year. This year, y'all have had it rough.
Hey, box office. I just want to say this before we get the show started. We might have lost on the field with LSU, but we won off the field, baby. Let's go.
I don't know what y'all talking about, bro. Y'all ain't winning.
With that being said, we can start the show. We'll tell you why. You want to go through the topics? Like what you want?
All right. Well, we're gonna talk some NFL tonight. We might get into. Hey, also, see, I don't know what's going on with your stream, but you're like lagging on and off. For once, X's stream is working normally.
Hey, whoa.
But tonight we're gonna get into some NFL. First, let's start off with some college football.
It's still
give me your winners and losers of this past weekend.
You want me to go first, or you got it? See,
you go first. I'm good or no?
You good. Right now you are. Right now you are.
All right. Well, while you go, I'm gonna sign out and sign back in.
It's all good, man. I got you, big dog. All right. Box office. Are you ready? Hey, the winner. Come on, man. We know what type of time we on. Now I'm gonna be real. Just climb. But Oklahoma's the biggest winner because they literally got by. And I'm not just being, I picked LSU to beat them this past week, and I really wanted to text box office. I was like, I had my phone ready to go because C was arguing with me, wanted to say he picked the LSU, he wants to flip the LSU. And I'm like, you can't do that once the game starts. Y'all trying to open up Pandora's box. Anything can change in a game, and you want to pick somebody? Nah, we're not doing that. But LSU had them, man. Forced 3 turnovers, 3 interceptions. Had the game late in the game, and Oklahoma found a way to win and basically clinched their way into the playoffs. I'm always big on naming a winner that actually clinches themselves into, the postseason. So Oklahoma had a big scare. I mean, if I was an Oklahoma fan this past week, I would have been, scared come the start of the fourth quarter because I'm not gonna lie, the writing was on the wall that they were about to get put out their playoff because LSU had them defensively. But the busted coverage happened. LSU had the 4th and 2, couldn't convert. And congrats to Oklahoma. So for sure, they're my biggest winner because going into the season, I think none of us had Oklahoma making the playoffs, right? On this
I don't
show.
think I did. I don't think I did.
Yeah, I don't think I did either. So I didn't think Oklahoma was going to be as good as they are this year. Defensively, they're nasty. I will give them their credit defensively. Offensively, Mateer got to turn back into the Mateer at the beginning of the season if they want a chance to win a national championship, in my opinion. But nonetheless, they're in. Hopefully, Mateer can get healthy, and they can make a run in the postseason. My biggest loser, I hate to call him a loser, is just right now. I'm a little concerned, but I'm trying to be more positive. Is Miami, man. It's like I just feel like Miami's gonna if they don't find themselves in this playoff, man, I think people are gonna riot, bro, in the state of Miami. In the state of Florida, because dog, Miami beat Notre Dame head to head. And when you look at the polls that came out last night, Miami's still behind Notre Dame. And I know they came out and said that, yes, you can move on an idle week. But, man, it's going to be hard-pressed for me to see the jump, even though I think Miami deserves to be in front of Notre Dame, even though I think Notre Dame should be in the playoffs. I've told Box Office, I've told C, I hate the G5 argument. It has to have a criteria on that. It can't just be because you're a G5 team, you can get in. Or I hate the conference champ. There's no reason Duke should be in the college football playoff. I'm sorry. That shouldn't happen, in my opinion. Now, Virginia, I have no problem. If they win the ACC championship game, good luck and congratulations. But if Duke wins, there's no way I would put Duke in the college football playoff because you can't tell me that they deserve to get in there because they won the ACC because the way it was set up. I think the ACC needs to reform how they do the ACC championship game and put the 2 best teams in the conference, not from one side or another, just the 2 best teams with record. And if everybody has the same record, you go by whoever's ranked the highest. Therefore, Miami would be in with a Virginia. But something has to change in the ACC. But right now, I'm really sticking to those 2 teams, Oklahoma for getting in this past week and Miami because Miami has to be worried at this point. Without seeing that team, without seeing them in the college football playoff last night when the committee came out and showed the rankings.
Okay, well, while C's getting set up, I'm gonna continue. I like the winner being Oklahoma because they clinched a playoff spot. Another team that basically clinched a playoff spot with a win, Alabama.
Right.
Had Alabama lost, they'd be out. They wouldn't be in the SEC title game, and they would be out with the loss to Auburn because Auburn was not Auburn this year. They just fired their coach. I was actually shocked they hung around in that game. I mean, it was 17-0.
Back. That's what I was shocked about.
Yeah, it was 17-0. They climbed back in, and they made it a game. It came down to the last possession. I was rooting for Auburn. I was in there, some of the plays were very fluky and whatever, but I was rooting for Auburn like I always do in that rivalry. But Alabama, clutch win. Kalen DeBoer had a clutch call, 4th down, risked it all, threw a touchdown to Isaiah Horton. Alabama escaped, and it looks like no matter what happens, this weekend, Alabama, Georgia, they're probably not going to punish the SEC loser in the SEC title game, and Alabama's pretty much in it, win or lose this week, I believe. So Alabama's my winner. And it's not. I mean, Auburn was terrible, but this year, but those rivalry games are always tough. My loser is the Texas Longhorns, despite winning. Texas now has beaten 3 top 10 teams this year. First team to do that since Joe Burrow's LSU Tigers in 2019. and they're
But
still not.
us.
And they're still not going to make the playoff. It sucks for Texas, man. This is a prime example of a lot of teams, because of this situation, will now stop scheduling big out of conference games. Alabama already pulled out of a couple out of conference games. In the future, it was against Central Florida, who they should beat regardless, but they're like, nope, we're not risking it. Texas next 2 years has Ohio State and Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
And Sark said today they will honor those games and they will play them. But they said after that, it's looking like they won't anymore. And I don't blame them. You only lose 14-7 in Columbus and in the first week of the year, and now you're going to be pretty much punished for it. I know people are going to say, well, you lost to Florida.
Yeah.
The difference is you can't control scheduling Florida. They're in the same conference. You have to play them. You can control if you play Ohio State. And if Texas scheduled Rice week 1, Texas is in the playoff right now. And guess what Texas is going to do from now on out? They're going to schedule Rice. They're going to schedule Montana State, whoever. It's not worth it if it's going to hurt you in the end. They beat Texas A&M by 2 scores. They did not let Oklahoma score a touchdown. And they beat Vanderbilt and all these 3 teams. Well, A&M and Oklahoma are for sure in. And Vandy looks like they're barely going to make it out. They're not going to make the playoffs. So, it's like it doesn't matter. It all comes back to that week 1 matchup because it's a matchup they can control whether they want to play or not. And unfortunately, this win over Texas A&M means nothing. So Texas is a loser for me, despite winning, honestly, just because they were a little too unlucky this year with the committee, with the scheduling process, and so on.
Hey, you know how you fix that, though? Beat Ohio State. You beat Ohio State, you ain't got to worry about all this, right?
Easier said than done. No one's beat them.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right.
Well, I would say beat Florida. That's the one I would say.
Absolutely. You beat Florida. You beat Ohio State. Hell, you beat Georgia because they're not that good. Either one of them, then you don't have to worry about this. All I can really say to you as a Texas fan, man, is welcome to the SEC. This is how it happens every year, bro. You play the best competition all year around, even when they're not good. As in Florida, that one loss keeps y'all out the playoffs this year because you have to beat up on each other the whole entire season. And this like what we've been dealing with forever. Now y'all
okay, let me just counter that real quick, okay? Alabama, let's say they lose to Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
That's 3 losses, just like Texas. Their worst loss was Florida State.
Right.
Florida State just lost to Florida.
Right.
Who Texas lost to. So it's like, okay, Florida's better than Florida State. Texas lost to Florida. They lost to Florida State.
Right.
It's like you counter it so many ways. Indiana, Signetti, who have they played at a conference this year? Absolutely nobody. And it's smart. I don't blame Signetti. He kind of saw this ahead of time.
But I mean, like I said, that's Big Ten. This SEC, man, it's different stuff down here. Now, I agree, but LSU, I can say this. We've been playing tough out-of-conference play teams game
at
one.
At least one of them, or at least one.
Yeah.
They'll take somebody.
And usually we make it the first game, which is why we went through that first game losing streak so many years before we get it right. But you know what I mean? That's just that's what you do when you're a power school. You take on a challenge to set the tone for your season.
I think what Box Office is saying, and I know you know what he's saying, but I just think that like the big power schools, like the big dogs, like the Texas of the world, the Alabamas, like basically the blue bloods. they don't necessarily have to schedule these games because they're gonna get the nod if they have 2 losses. See, Vanderbilt only has 2 losses, but it's Vanderbilt. I sent y'all a video today in the group chat, and the guy was saying, "Oh, well, we've seen a team in the SEC with 2 losses." Yeah, but Vanderbilt's not Texas. If Texas had 2 losses, I agree with box office, they would definitely be in. But like you're saying, see, you can't lose to Florida. You can't lose to Florida. You can't slip up like that. And another thing I'll say, this is college football. We know that, right? They've created a 12-team playoff. 12 teams. In the old college days, you couldn't lose 1 game. Maybe 2 you could lose and maybe get into a situation where you can play for a national championship. The fact that you've had 3 losses, I mean, I'm sorry, Texas, you can't cry about it. You're Texas. You got the most money. That's what I hear. You got the most money. You got the best players. Can't lose to Florida, my brother.
Well, I'm not saying Texas is necessarily crying. What Texas is doing is basically calling out the hypocrisy of the committee.
I don't know. Season looked like he was about to break into tears after the game, bro.
Yeah. I mean, because he went out. The committee. I actually pulled up the guidelines. For the college football committee. One of the biggest things they care about is strength of schedule. But it's like at all these teams, who had an SEC schedule plus Ohio State? No one but Texas.
Right. You're right.
So it's like they want you to play them, but then they punish you for it. That's what it is. I mean, I'm not crying. Texas was in the semis the last 2 years. We've tasted the playoffs. We'll be back. But I don't think we'd win the national title this year anyways. I never felt that way. But the point is, I'm just calling out the hypocrisy of the committee. I mean, it's just like, I don't know what the hell they want.
I also think Texas is just too high and low. You have the Texas that, as of late, have won against Vanderbilt A&M, looked great. They won those games. You give them their credit for it. But then you get the Texas that struggle against Kentucky, the Texas that had to come back to beat Mississippi State, the Texas that played Florida. It's just Texas has been a lot. Because even on this show, like you said, you don't think Texas would win the national championship. But we've even said on this show, Texas is not that good this year. We've all said that this year. We thought that, another year, maybe you even said over Arch Manning, another year. And, hey, let this fuel y'all for next year, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I'm whatever. It is what it is. I'm just saying, I just don't get the committee and how they decide these things.
Yeah, I got you. I get it. I hate that. And look, I'm not a Texas fan at all, but I would much rather see Texas in than a Duke. If Duke was to win,
I was about to say, bro, if Duke gets
what are we doing?
Vomit, bro. That's one of the things is, man, when you look at it from a realistic point of view, how in the world are some of these teams even a thought that they may get into the college football playoffs, bro? And if I was going to ask anybody, looking at Texas right now, are they one of the best 12 teams in the nation? Yeah. I give them the benefit of the doubt over a lot of these teams.
Yeah. And also, I think another thing that we need to talk about is I think they need to do away with conference title games. I mean, think about this weekend. We've got number 1 versus number 2, Ohio State versus Indiana, and it's pretty much irrelevant. Now, the winner does get a bye. That's a big thing. But the loser, I mean, they could get Indiana could lose by 24. They're in the playoff. Like, it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. You are also giving the Dukes a chance simply by having this conference title game. Meanwhile, I think Virginia has been the best team all year in the ACC pretty much. They should just have it wrapped up, being number 1 in the ACC. And the rest of the rankings should just be determined by the actual top 25. I think they need to do away with the conference title games. And not only that, are they kind of irrelevant, you're also risking injury. You know, now you have Indiana and Ohio State playing. What if Jeremiah Smith gets hurt? Like,
Or Fernando Mendoza.
Exactly. And guess who's benefiting from that? Oregon, who actually doesn't have to play in the Big Ten title game, and Oregon is sitting at home. They're like, all right, we're in the playoffs. Let's just see where we're seated. But the unfortunate part is they won't get rid of the conference title games. It's too much money.
Right.
It's too much money.
Or that's one thing you could do. Like, why not let 2 and 3 play for it? Let 2 and 3 play for it. And that way you don't have an Oregon sitting at home like it's as a gift that you didn't make the playoff or the conference title game. Now you get to chill and you know you're in the playoffs. Sure, you're not gonna get a bye, but you know you're in the playoffs. It's like a reward not to make the conference championship game.
I actually think Texas A&M dodged a bullet not playing in the SEC title game.
I do too.
They're like Oregon. They're like, all right, y'all go at it. If y'all get hurt, great. We're chilling at home regardless, and we're in the playoff. Like, I think there's just so many things wrong here, and they just don't want to fix it.
But it is a reward though. Them not having to play in the conference championship game, it seems messed up, but it also is a reward. They had a great season, man. 1 loss. Both teams have 1 loss, right? Oregon,
yeah, they basically have the same resume.
So I mean, I'm not that mad at them not having to do it like Alabama a couple years ago. They made it and they had like 2 losses. They didn't have to play in the conference championship. Am I right or wrong? Was it Alabama or was it Georgia?
I don't know what year you're talking about. I'm trying to think.
It was one of them made it in there, and they didn't have to play in the conference championship.
And all hell would break loose if Alabama was to lose this game and not get into the playoffs. Oh my God.
That's going to be hard.
How you open Pandora's box then?
Well, also another thing is like people are not mentioning, okay, we expect if Alabama loses this weekend that they're still going to get in just because they're in the SEC, right? You know what team might lose in the conference title game? BYU, and it would be only their 2nd loss, and they might get punished for it, and they might let Miami in for not playing in a ACC title game at all. So it's just like I don't like. There's so many things wrong here, and they always think the solution is, oh, let's just make it 16 or 24. No, that's not the solution. Like, then we're gonna keep this going until it's 64 and it's March Madness.
I saw a tweet the other day. It said projected 2014 playoff. I didn't even click on it. I don't even want to see that shit, bro.
Exactly.
I don't even want to get in and click so they can feed into the decision makers that they like. Look, man, it's more money. You're right. It's more money.
Yeah.
I don't even want to feed into that, bro, because that'll piss me off, bro. 2014 is way too many.
Because the regular season wouldn't even matter at that point. I'm not going to say it wouldn't matter, but I mean, really, you can lose 3 games and still make the playoffs. And now it really becomes kind of like March Madness, like y'all said. Who's the team that's hot at the right time? Who's the healthiest team at this time? That's all it becomes now.
And football isn't meant to be played like that.
Yeah, they're going to play more games in the NFL, and these are college kids.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, I know we've gone even further than our winners and losses, but this kind of goes into my next topic. Is like basically just your thoughts on.
Wait, I didn't give my winners and losers.
I know, I cut you off. That was my fault.
No, it's all good. Mine's simple, man. Winner, and even though you had him as a loser, Texas. Texas kind of proved with this win that they could actually deserve to be in the college football playoffs, bro. You know, they strengthened their resume enough to where you'd be like, look, man, they just beat Texas A&M, and A&M looked like they were gonna beat everybody that was in front of them. You know what I mean? So I think that was a big win for them to just to just, even be able to get that victory and do it as impressively as they did it. Because I will say I was impressed with that. Biggest losers, the Wolverines, Michigan. You let them boys come over there, beat y'all down, and they did beat them down. And you want to, at the end of the game, go protect your little M in the middle of the floor, in the middle of the field. And them boys went and Lambeau leaped and chilled, and now y'all are responsible. Y'all made yourselves responsible for one of the most iconic pictures in college football history. Y'all looking like some ducks over there protecting y'all M while them boys celebrating y'all stands. that was a big L to me. They took a big L with that. Trying to take a dub, but you took a big L with that. Trying to protect your M, bro. I get it, but the only way you can do that, the best way to do that is to win. Don't let them win the game. That's the same way I feel about like touchdown. You don't want to see somebody scoring a touchdown. Dancing in the end zone. Don't let them score. You don't want nobody to do a sack dance. Protect your quarterback.
Yeah, I agree with that. Well, let's get it popping in box office. We gave our winners and losers.
Okay, well, do y'all have any more thoughts on the recent bracket and what to expect going into this weekend in terms of what we expect on Selection Sunday for the playoff?
I just think that the committee's trying to find a way to put Notre Dame and Miami in. They're trying to figure out a way to get them both in.
Yeah,
because they don't want to be like, they don't want to look foolish on that front. But I will say this, and look, me and box office, I put box offices out on TikTok mine as well, and I know I have Miami in there, but Miami, like I said about Texas, Miami, you lost to SMU and you lost to Louisville. At the end of the day, like, I know that you beat Notre Dame head to head, but come on, man, like, you got to win one of those games, bro. And Louisville was in the U. Like, you can always slip up on the road. I feel like on the road, sometimes things can go, left. We saw it, we see it all the time. I'm not going to say we saw it just this past weekend. We see it on the road all the time. But you lost at home, Miami. That was a big loss. But I do think that the committee is going to try to figure out a way, if they can get it the way they want, to get Notre Dame and Miami in the college football playoff.
It shouldn't go.
How it's going to work.
It shouldn't go like that, though. Somebody's going to get screwed if both of them get in.
Well, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. If Texas Tech beats BYU, they're going to put Miami in. That's the way.
Well, BYU's not in right now, huh?
Yeah, they are.
No, they're number 11, but they're not in because of the G5 conference.
Let me actually see the recent. I forgot.
The G5 conference automatically gets what, the 11th seed or something?
Usually 12.
Yeah, normally 12. So Virginia, if they win, Virginia will get the 11, and then the G5 team will get the thing. What I'm hearing is they need Duke to win. From what I'm hearing, that the committee, I don't know. I never read all the guidelines like box office. I'm hearing that the committee can actually put Miami in over Duke, even though Duke would be the ACC champion.
Yep. I mean, they're not obligated to put every conference winner. Like, they don't necessarily have to do that. So that then they would use that argument, basically Duke is not worth it with 5 losses. But
the only people that would be mad would be Duke players. I mean, Duke
shouldn't even be mad. They should be happy they're ACC champions as far as it goes down in history. That's all they can.
Hey, they would be hot, pissed off, bro. You know that, man. I'd be, if you're a Duke fan and that happens to you, you'll throw a fit.
I don't know.
And you're right. BYU's not in right now. So, yeah, they basically need. What does Miami have an argument if Alabama and BYU lose?
See, that's why I posed the question to y'all. If they both lose, that would be interesting to me. I just don't see how they could penalize Alabama for losing in the SEC championship game.
So Notre Dame is in as of right now.
Yep.
Yep.
What number are they?
They are 9.
And they don't
Or
have
10. Alabama jumped them. Alabama jumped them this past week.
And they don't
Right.
have
And Notre Dame's going to jump them if Alabama loses.
Right.
Not doing anything at home.
That's crazy, bro.
So it's so many inconsistencies, bro.
So in order for how can Notre Dame not make it? There's no way Notre Dame cannot make it.
No, I think Notre Dame's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it would be only way I can see Notre Dame not making it
is if they completely just change their mind.
Yeah, like if like BYU was to lose, because Miami's at 11. I mean, Miami's at 12, BYU's at 11, Notre Dame's at 10. If BYU loses, Miami gets to 11, and the committee's looking at 10 and 11 is like 10 and 11 played. I'm gonna put Miami in front of
yeah.
That's the only way.
That just moves them down to 11, and you still got your G5 at 12.
No, I'm saying.
I mean, that just moved Notre Dame down to 11.
Yeah, I put Notre Dame out. If you at 11, you out.
How?
BYU's 11 right now.
Yeah, because he's talking about the regular top 12, not including the G5 that would be included in the playoff. Actually,
right.
So that would mean 12 would be out.
11 and 12 is not going to make the playoffs.
What? How?
Unless, like I said, unless Duke wins. If Duke wins, okay. So Virginia. I'm just gonna use Virginia. Virginia wins. Virginia's not in the top 13.
They're 17.
Oh, okay. So the ACC winner.
So So Virginia would get in, and then North Texas plays Tulane. Whoever wins that game is gonna get in, or JMU.
Yeah.
How did JMU get in?
JMU would be another conference winner if they won this upcoming week in the Sun Belt.
So then they would just have to decide which one of those G5
they would choose, what conference winner.
But it's pretty much North Texas or Tulane.
Right.
Yeah. It's messy. It's definitely messy.
The G5, they got to get rid of that. They got to get rid of that.
Yeah, because I mean, look at Tulane. Tulane got destroyed by Ole Miss. Destroyed. I picked Tulane in that game. That's how I remember. But Tulane got destroyed by Ole Miss. I watched the game. I'm like, come on, Tulane. And they got destroyed. And then you got a team like North Texas. Who North Texas lost to earlier this season? Was it USF or Memphis? It was somebody.
Memphis.
They lost to Texas. Memphis.
Memphis. It was Memphis. Okay, there you go. You lost to Memphis. And then JMU, I don't know who JMU lost to. So it's hard for me to say that.
I'm saying that I just can't see how they can continue with the G5 thing, bro. The G5 thing is stupid, to be honest. It's just stupid. I get your will and having good intention. Well, if that's true, man, the winner of the Holiday Bowl need to be in there too then. Since you're gonna do that, the winner out of the SWAC versus the MEAC it needs to get an automatic bid too.
I think with something I gotta tell you, I've said this a long time ago on this show. I think something that would be dope, unless a G5 team is ranked inside the top like 15 or top 12, do a playing game. I'm just using this example. North Texas versus Texas for that last spot. Y'all play each other. And then y'all see who's the team, or Vanderbilt, whoever you think is that last team or that first team out Miami, whoever it is, make them play that G5 team. And whoever wins that game, y'all play in the playoffs.
And do it this weekend, the conference championship winner, or no, because they got to play the conference championship.
Yep, they got to play the conference championship. That's the bro, it's so crazy.
Should they maybe just stop doing college football rankings until it's Selection Sunday?
Maybe so.
Because I think what they're so like. I understand committee, right, in terms of the Notre Dame Miami situation. Okay, think about it. Notre Dame comes out, they start 0-2.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously they're going to drop down the preseason rankings. They're going to be, I don't know, let's say, I forgot what they started off. I think they started like 5th.
Yeah, they were high.
And let's say so after you start 0-2, you're probably, I don't even know if you're ranked, you're probably, let's say 20th, right?
I think they were still ranked.
Right. And that's fine. Let's say they're 20th, right? After 2 weeks. Okay, Miami started the season, I think, 6th, 7th, and they're now 4th, right? And they're sticking at 4 while Notre Dame's dropped to 20. And as the weeks go, Notre Dame is going like this and Miami's dropping because they're losing in the meantime. So I understand how Notre Dame ends up ahead of them. However, then when you end the season and you see, okay, they're both at 2 losses, but they played head to head. Well, maybe we should flip them then. So it's like, so I think I think the committee is kind of setting themselves up for failure with these rankings throughout the season. I think maybe they should do it literally at the end of the year and just break everything down and make your 12 from there.
Well, I mean, but you gotta have rankings out during the season, man, to see where everybody is. Like,
I think that they don't care because it's good for TV. Let's say, quote unquote, it's good.
And it is. They get ratings off of dumbasses like us that tune in and watch.
Exactly. We talking about it every week.
So it's just like I understand why Notre Dame's ahead of Miami right now because of how the season's gone. But at the same time, Miami beat them, bro.
Right.
But shit, all Miami had to do was not lose one of them other dumb games, and they'd be fine right now.
But then Miami fans gonna tell you, but we beat Notre Dame.
Yeah, I mean, but that's 100% true. The head-to-head thing's got to count, bro. It's got to count.
That would be my first problem. I ain't gonna lie. If you beat them, that's my first thing. I'm like, y'all played? Who won? And then I'm going down strength of schedule. I'm looking at everything, your wins, your losses. And then finally, I'm going to go off the eye test. The eye test is my last.
I stop out the head-to-head.
Huh?
After head-to-head, I don't look at nothing else. And then they the same record. Who won? And they played each other. Should have won.
But do you think, okay, so I know we got to move on to like what we got to talk about, but if they played today and it was on a neutral site and not in Miami, do you think that we have a different outcome?
I think so. However, you can't play hypothetical.
Right? That's true. That is true.
Because if you're playing hypothetical, shit, Vandy beats the hell out of any G5.
Right? I don't know. Like, I think when you lose on the road in a close game, like to me, that I could be like, okay, if it wasn't in that in their house, it might be a little different. But the road plays a factor for me.
Hey, but you lost.
No, I'm the one that said Miami should be in.
No, that's why I'm my thing. Why I'm just saying with your emotion, brother. I'm just saying, bro. My thing is that if it's a head-to-head matchup and all other things are equal, and when I say all other things, I mean record. Both records are equal, and they play each other. Boom, guess who wins? And if you don't like it, I don't care how good you are now, you should have beat them then.
True.
You didn't. You had your chance. You had your chance to win, and you didn't.
Well, you know, I'm always going to feel the way I feel because LSU beat Alabama, and then we had to play them again in the national championship. Yeah, it wasn't what we wanted that time. They shut us out completely, bro.
Nah, we couldn't get past the 50, bro.
That was terrible.
Oh, it's rough, bro. Over there, go and watch it with X. I had jinxed the team, bro.
Bro, you jinxing the team, bro.
Man, go on there watch it with you, bro. I should have. I think I watched the national championship game with Burrow now. But I was about to say, man, I don't think I've ever seen LSU win with you with you in the same room as me. But I have seen them with the national championship. But that was easy money there, bro.
Texas and Oklahoma played this year. Texas didn't let them score a touchdown.
Right.
But because Texas scheduled Ohio State. Texas not getting in, Oklahoma's getting in, bro. Come on. We're way better than that.
Record?
What's that?
What's Oklahoma's record?
They're 10-2. We're 9-3.
Hey. They're 10-2. Y'all are 9-3, bro. Y'all got one more loss. It's not the same thing.
I get it, but if they schedule Ohio State, they'd be 9-3 too.
Well, they didn't, but that's blaming on your AD.
But you see, I hate that. Like in high school, you can't play that card. And I'm not saying high school has it right. I don't know about in Virginia, but it don't matter who has the best record. It's who you playing against. That plays a big factor in who's ranked higher in high school. And I'm not saying high school has everything correct, because high school has a lot of things that they need to fix as well. But I'm just saying, like, you have to look at sometimes and just say, yeah, that team got 3 losses, and yeah, they got 2, but that team is better than that team. I'm just being real about it, because
we can do that all day. Like the eye test. The eye test is a relative measure, bro. It's a relative measurement, and everybody's eyes might see something totally different, bro.
No, but I'm saying in the case of like an Oklahoma, Texas, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but think about it. So you telling me pull Oklahoma out and put Texas in?
No, I'm just using that as an example. I'm not saying Oklahoma doesn't deserve to be in the playoffs. I'm using that as an example.
Man, I need to look at this thing, because I think there's a lot of teams I don't think probably need to be in there, bro. That we can actually.
I know it'll be like XU Wallen, because I actually think Texas Tech is a good. I'm not gonna say a great team, a good team. But dog, come on, bro. And I know we have to put the Big 12 teams in. I know. But right now, if you telling me X Tech, I mean, him had the conversation off air. Box office knows that. If you're telling me Texas Tech is playing Texas in the playoffs, who you picking? I'm not even a Texas fan. I'm telling you, I'm picking Texas to beat them in the playoffs. I am. Like, I'm not gonna lie on here and say like I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Like, there's just certain teams. If I look at them, if Texas Tech played Texas, I'm taking Texas.
Without blinking, I'm taking Texas.
That's what I'm saying. And so that's what makes it so flawed, because you look at it, you're like, bruh, I know people gonna say, X, you just want it to be an SEC Big Ten playoff. But that's the best teams in college football. Why are y'all mad at me? Because I'm telling the truth. These are the best teams in college football. If LSU plays North Texas' schedule, y'all, we would swear to God that LSU is the best team in college football. They played against 5 teams in the top 14 and lost all 5 of them. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't look at the record and sit there and truly say, oh, that team's better because that team's record's better. No, it don't work like that.
I'm looking at it, man. I take Texas over Notre Dame. I take Texas over Virginia for sure.
I don't know about Notre Dame. You tripping. You hate Notre Dame, bro.
I hate Notre Dame. They just ain't hitting no shit, man.
Notre Dame lost. They lost 2 games by 4 points combined, and it took Marcel Reed to score on the last play of the game. Basically, the last play of the game.
They lost.
You tripping, bro.
I
Notre Dame's not trash.
I take Texas, and Texas you saw Texas what they just did to Texas A&M?
I think Texas is kind of like when we talked about. I'm always messing with box office, but certain teams just own certain teams. Like right now, Georgia just owns Texas. Texas owns A&M. When's the last time A&M beat Texas?
But the thing is, like, is Texas one of the top 12 best teams in the nation? Yes. Like if you went through it.
Right.
They would.
I think Vanderbilt's one of the top 12 teams in the country.
Yep.
I'm being serious.
Hey, so right there, them 2 teams right now, get Virginia the hell out of here, get Tulane the hell out of here, and we got a nice playoff.
I'm not mad at Virginia or Texas Tech, because if you win the ACC or Big 12, I'm cool with that. It's more so like the 3rd and 4th best teams in certain conferences. Like, I think we should reward the ACC and Big 12 champ. like that. I'm okay with that. Virginia 10-2 in the ACC. That's a very solid year. Texas Tech, same thing. One loss all year. You win the Big 12. Cool. I mean, we could laugh. Oh, that's the Big 12. Y'all remember Arizona State almost beat Texas in the playoff last year.
That is true.
So I'm okay with the conference champs. We need to figure out the rest. In Notre Dame, who I do think is top 10 team, bro, I'm forcing their ass to join the Big 10.
Yeah, I don't know why teams like Miami is even scheduling Notre Dame. I'm like, bro, if you don't join a conference, I'm not playing you, bro, because you're not helping us. We're helping you. Because if you beat us, like it strengthens your schedule. Even if you lose to us, it strengthens your schedule.
But Notre Dame, honestly, smartest team in the nation.
You shoot me, you famous. I shoot you, I'm brainless. I'm not scheduling them boys, bro. Notre Dame would never be on my schedule.
Texas has Notre Dame scheduled like 2029. I guarantee you they're not playing that game anymore. Like I'm cool with the Big 12 and ACC champ, bro. That's cool.
Hey,
like,
bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. After the game and Sark was talking, bro, I started feeling sorry for Texas, and because of box office, I can't stand Texas. I was like, damn, he right, bro. He right.
And I don't know if y'all caught Sark. He took a shot at Cristobal with Miami.
What he said?
Because Miami, who the hell they played? They said played some garbage team. Pitt.
It was ranked. I mean,
they were. Sorry, yeah. They just crushed them. But basically, there was like 30 seconds left, 31-7. And, bro, Cristobal from like the 40 calls a deep ball, and they hit it for a touchdown. And Sark basically said, yeah, I mean, this shit is ridiculous. We got teams throwing at deep balls with 30 seconds left, up 30.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't know he was talking about him. I ain't pay attention to it. Yeah. But Cristobal is a dummy, bro. He's still. I still haven't forgave him for years ago, bro. A couple years.
Not taking the knee.
Yeah, I was dumb shit. Like he's a nerd, bro. He's like I can't take him serious anyway.
But yeah, bro. At the end of the day, this thing is it's hard, bro, to put this thing together. The issue is every conference has a commissioner. No one wants to give up that position. Notre Dame has a deal with the NBC, and they're like, oh, we don't need to join a conference. We get paid nicely without it. We run our own schedule. It's a mess, bro. And
I like what you said. They should be forced to join the Big Ten, bro.
Or ACC. Put them in either one. I'm fine.
Absolutely.
You're right. The Big Ten or the ACC. Probably the ACC will probably be better.
ACC would give the ACC a little bit more.
They're also in the ACC in basketball.
Right.
And then they want to play Miami. Go to the ACC, bro.
I just hope the ACC changes their
The Big Ten got too many damn teams, though. I really need. They don't need to go to the Big Ten. You're right.
I just hope that they would change it to like, is it the Big Ten that does it like that? I don't know if it's even the Big Ten that does it like that. The two best teams in the conference play. I don't know if the Big Ten does it like that.
Everyone does it now that way.
Okay.
Yeah, Big Ten used to have two different divisions.
Well, SEC don't do that now because SEC got Bama and Thing playing in the championship.
No. SEC got rid of it too. Now it's every conference just does best two records play.
Yeah,
ACC is not doing that then.
They are.
Duke have a better record than Miami.
They do it in the ACC.
How many losses they have? 2, huh?
Let me see ACC standings, but Duke and Miami got the same ACC record.
That's what I'm saying.
But they have a tiebreaker. I mean, there's teams that
no, the tiebreaker should be whoever's ranked higher should play for that game.
But
that's fine. That's fine. But I do like that they got rid of the divisions.
Yeah, like that don't make sense. Like if it should be the tiebreaker should be whoever's ranked higher. Because
Because
you're
the
trying to
SEC
get the
West was
team.
always harder than the SEC East.
Right.
Yeah, it used to piss me off every year. Who Georgia playing? Who get to go play Georgia because they're gonna run through the fucking
And Florida sometimes will make it out of there.
yeah, sometime Florida back in the day, but as of late it hadn't been Florida.
ACC got to fix that, man. That's crazy to me. It wasn't like Duke beat Miami. If Duke beat Miami, that's different. That's head to head. They didn't beat them.
Yeah, man. That's all bad. Duke even having a chance to make this is this shows that this playoff thing is flawed.
Because how much better would championship weekend be if Virginia was playing Miami? Dog, that would be lit. Because
that would be a legit game.
That's what you want to see. It's crazy to me.
Bro, on a side note, how am I tripping, or is this not weakest is not the word I want to use. The least hype 1 versus 2 matchup for a conference championship ever in the history.
Because nobody cares. It doesn't matter. The game don't mean anything.
Because it really doesn't matter much if someone loses by 20.
Do y'all realize that game day is not even gonna be at that game?
That's nonsense, bro.
Well, you know why?
Yeah, I know why. I know why too, but I'm just saying, like,
why?
It's simple. See, the SEC has a deal with ESPN. That's why all the big SEC games are now on ABC. And then Fox has a deal with the Big Ten. And that's literally why SEC or ESPN is basically giving a middle finger to to Fox, saying we'll go cover the SEC this weekend, even though really your game is bigger.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. If Miami was in the ACC championship game, I think game day should have went over there. If it would have been like that, because that would have actually meant something. That's my take.
They should have went to watch Duke get their ass blown out.
No, not now.
I'm just saying they should have just did it just to say F everybody, man. Look, this type of shit y'all want, we're going to cover it. Bring everybody.
And are we on the same page that all of us are rooting for Virginia?
Rooting for the strong word. I don't care.
I'm rooting for Duke in a sense. I'll tell you this because I'm gonna tell you why. Because I want Miami to get in. I want to force their hand to put Miami in the tournament because they gotta overlook Duke. I'm sorry, they have to overlook Duke. I don't care.
I think that's what you're hoping for. I don't think they would.
You think they would put Duke in?
Yes, because they would say Duke finished ahead of Miami and ACC, and that's
no.
And I don't think they want to set a precedent, X. I think they don't want to set a precedent or where.
Hey man, I'm gonna put this out there. We're live on YouTube, man. Y'all didn't let me be a part of that committee because that's crazy to me.
Hell no, you'd let LSU in.
I should let LSU.
Keep your ass out of there.
Oh, you crazy? I'm the most fair person in the world for sure. I'm not just saying that, like for real. Integrity. A person that has integrity that's gonna do the right thing, that won't play nobody. Like I may clown with y'all on here, but integrity that's gonna tell you just what it is, for sure I would be great to be a part of that committee. For sure.
Integrity is not picking LSU to win every single game.
Bro, we joke on here all the time. I'm talking about if you leave your, I'm just being real. If you leave your, I'm the type of person you leave your wallet. I mean, I don't even know who you are. I don't care how much money's in there. I'm not taking it.
Okay, no, I agree with you there, but I'm saying like you integrity wise, you can't. Like,
I would not think Duke. Duke would not get in.
But Duke would be an ACC champion.
What that would mean to me, I would be like, I'm not forced to pick the ACC champion. I'm picking the best 12 teams. That's my job, to make the best 12 teams get in.
Conferences have to matter somehow.
That one don't matter right now.
That's the kind of person. That's the kind of person if you wouldn't want to be on a jury with, because if you don't think the dude guilty, 11 of us do, and we ready to go home. No.
You're right, Ev. I'm not going with what everybody else is saying. If I feel a certain way, I'm gonna say that.
bro.
But I'm rooting hard for Virginia, bro, because my thing is I want a better bracket. And to me, if Virginia, to me, even if Duke beats Virginia this weekend, I still think Virginia's better because they already beat them one time. So it'll just be 1-1 to me. So that would mean in my head, if there was a third matchup, I'll pick Virginia. I just want a better bracket, bro. And I don't want a 7-5 team in there. I don't.
I understand what you're saying. But if I'm in the committee room and I'm looking at if Virginia loses, I would say there's no way you're going to tell me that Duke's better than Miami, Texas, or Vanderbilt. Not happening. You're not going to talk me into that. I don't care if everybody in the room said it. That, they're the ACC champs. Okay, and they don't deserve to be over these three teams.
Bro, you know what's crazy about that? We arguing about this, but wouldn't you love to see a 16 seed beat a 1 seed?
But they wouldn't have the opportunity. I mean, I guess they would if they won their first game. But I guess I'm not using what I know what you're saying, but I'm looking at like, would the 12 beat the first matchup and then play Ohio State? Could that happen? Maybe. But, bro, no, bro.
Well, I'm just saying, we every year we look at March Madness, and if it's a close game with the 16 and 1 seed, everybody's going crazy. So,
but, as good as March Madness is, I think you can all agree, like the regular season, do we even follow it like that? Because it doesn't even really mean anything. Like college basketball, really, you get hype about it towards the end of the season. Like you don't even really get hype. Like Duke just played Florida, and it was a great game. I just happened to watch it. But I'm just saying, like, we're not even going to talk about that on this show. And that was a good matchup, bro. A fire game. And we're not even mention it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I want the best bracket possible. That's my thing.
I'm the same way. Like that's why I said that G5 stuff that got to be changed. I'd be in there saying, bro, all that got to change, bro. We can't keep continuing to do this stuff and having teams like Tulane when John Summerall himself said they're an average football team and they get into the playoffs. That makes no sense to me because they're a G5 team. Like, I can't fathom that. Like, I would be in there, see, like you said, fussing with everybody. I don't care if it's a G5 school. They don't need to be in.
No, bro. I get it. Man, come on, bro. We need to keep going.
I'm sorry.
That's all of us, bro. We keep going.
Well, we're going to be back here next week, same position, arguing over the playoff teams. So get ready. I want y'all's best 12 teams, including the G5 team, next week, and we'll debate it. But, man, it's unfortunately, I think we're going to get a couple teams out that are truly the 12 best, but they're not going to be included. Right. So, including Texas. So,
of course.
All right. Well, let's get to our picks because we got to get going to the NFL. Or actually, sorry. No, let's cover the new coaching hires. Let's do that. So I'm going to name a guy, tell you the team he's going to, and you basically grade it and tell me what his future looks like. And we're going to start off with y'all's new boy, Lane Kiffin to LSU. Just tell me your thoughts and
go ahead, see
what you would grade the hire and all that.
Bruh. A scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 16.5. 16.5, bro. We got the bell of the ball. The guy everybody wanted, but he wanted us. You understand what I'm saying here? So I think that we knocked it out the park on the hire. I think he's gonna do well here. because I think he can relate a lot better to the students and the players than Brian Kelly did, and we wanted him. I saw a little snippet from an interview from his press conference, and he was like, he said, "Man, I was passing by the stadium, and I just started like wanting to talk like Coach O." He was like, "I just wanted to, my mind just kept wanting to talk like Coach O." He said, "I rolled on my window and I said to somebody, 'Go Tigers!'" He had me from there. I was like, "Boy, I'm so glad Kiffin down here, man. That's gonna be dope." And I think that he wants to be here. We wanted him here, and that's gonna bode well. I think that a lot of people weren't on board with the Brian Kelly hire from the start. I wasn't mad at it, but it I think he's wanted here. He's gonna have the run of the building, and the resources here are gonna make sure that he's successful, because he has that LSU behind him now. He was successful just having Ole Miss to go in somebody's living room and talk to their parents and trick them into going to Ole Miss. Now he got a LSU, and he could just go out there. It's not going to be as hard for him anymore to go sit in a recruit's living room, as well as convince somebody to flip and come over here in the portal. So I think that he's going to have the resources, but only thing bad about it is that's how fast we want him to turn it around. Just like that. He's going to have high expectations next year. He's not going to get this grace period of 3 years, 4 years. No, next year. Next year, we want to be in the playoffs. We want to be in the playoffs. Is that fair? I don't know, but you took the money, my boy. We want to be 1-12.
Okay, I'll say that, I was optimistic whenever he wasn't my first choice, but I am happy with the hire. And I'm gonna use box office. I'm always messing with box office. Box office always gives LSU a hard time. Box office got Brian Kelly from Notre Dame, and Kiffin chose us over Florida. Hey, bro, I tried telling you, bro, we really like that over here in Louisiana. You always disrespecting us, talking about, oh, they're not a blue blood. They're not this. They ain't got no money. I keep trying to tell you, it's different. Hey, it's really different over here when it comes to LSU. Dog, we really are one of them brands. I'm trying to tell you that. I know you hate it. It clouds your judgment. But I'm telling you, bro, LSU's the type of program that can go hand pick who they want. And it don't really matter who they are. They're going to come over to be a Tiger. I'm just trying to show you, man. But as far as the hire, I will say this, and this is the best way I can say it. He will play out his entire contract with LSU. He'll play out his entire. He'll be good enough where we won't fire him at all through what is a 7-year contract, I believe. I think he'll actually get an extension after the 7 years.
I do too.
I don't know how many years, but I do think he gets an extension. And I'll go on record of saying it may not be turned around to the next year, like C said. We're going to want that. But I kind of do agree with box office when he texted me. He was like, bro, y'all not going to be a playoff team. We might not be next year. It's going to take time. We might. It just depends. I got to see what they do in the portal. It's going to have to, we have to see a lot. It's still a lot undetermined. But I will say on record, I do think Lane Kiffin will win a national championship at LSU.
Facts.
I do. I'm telling you, I never said it's gonna be a dynasty. I said I think he's gonna win. No, besides Kelly, everybody before him won a championship. I'm just here to tell you, I think with the resources LSU has, and Kiffin's only 50 years old. That's one reason why I am glad that they hired Kiffin. Because he's still relatively young. I do think he's going to win a national championship. If he wins anything more than one, he instantly goes down as the greatest LSU coach. He does. If he wins more than one championship at LSU, he would become the best LSU coach in the history of LSU football. He would, because nobody has more than one championship.
That's true.
Y'all just can't help yourself. Y'all hyped
It's
up
a
the
bad-
Brian. Y'all
it's a
hyped
bad
up the
signing.
Brian Kelly.
Bro, shut up. You hyped up Tom Herman, man. Get out of here, bro.
I never said Tom Herman would win the national title.
Oh yeah, you did. Oh yeah, you did.
No,
Oh yeah,
I
you
did
did.
not.
Oh
No, I
my
did not.
God, what?
No, I did
oh
not.
my God.
Texas
Okay,
was
wait.
down at that time. I had no reason to believe that.
Oh,
But
God.
look,
Bro,
y'all hype up
you hyped up
every
Tom
hire. Y'all hype up every hire. Y'all hyped up Brian Kelly. Now y'all went back on y'all's word. And now y'all hyping up Lane Kiffin. Typical LSU fan.
Hold on. Did you or did you not say that Brian Kelly was a good hire for us?
I just said that he was never going to win. And I was right.
You did not say that, bro. You
And-
said he was a good hire for us.
A good hire doesn't mean like you're going to win the Natty, though.
If you win one, that's a big accomplishment.
Right, but Brian Kelly didn't. So it wasn't a good hire in the end.
Hold on. I remember your exact word. You said it's a huge upgrade from Coach O.
That it was. That it was.
Coach O won a national championship. I'm telling you the same thing I told you that day. Coach
Right.
O won a national championship. So if he's a huge upgrade from it, you expected him to win a national championship at LSU just like us, right?
No, I think Edo got lucky with the recruiting class he got. I still think Brian Kelly's a better coach than Edo. I do. But I think
I'm not mad at that.
yeah. Well, here's my thing. If I'm being honest, and I've Lane Kiffin's grown on me. I've started to like Lane Kiffin. Now I won't anymore. But
why is that? Why are you such a
but if
hater?
I'm being real, what's he done?
All right, here we go.
That's what I said before we hired him. I agree with you on that.
What's he done? He's got 0 college football playoff wins, and he's been at programs that I think are bigger than LSU, like USC. Now, to give him a pass, that was earlier in his career. He was a bad NFL coach. They got rid of him real quick there. Finally, at Ole Miss, he does a good job, and we won't find out how they would have done in the playoff. I'm sure y'all wouldn't have Ole Miss win it with him anyways. So my thing is, like, let's just be real. What's he done? He's done less than Brian Kelly did when he got hired at LSU.
That's the truth. He ain't lying. He ain't lying about what he's saying.
So I don't understand this like thought process. Like, oh, he's definitely going to win a natty at LSU. Based off what?
I think he fits LSU.
Thank you.
More than Brian Kelly. I do think that, and I like Brian Kelly. I'll be the first one to say. A lot of people say, "X, why are you always defending that dude?" Because I think Kelly's a good coach. I just think it wasn't a good fit. But I do think Kiffin's a good fit.
Hey, here's what Lane Kiffin, how he matches up with us. LSU is known for our swag. Our players, they got swag. The celebrations, the
gritty, all
that stuff. Everything about it. Everybody's a flamboyant, boisterous teams, right? He fits right in with that. So him coming in, he has an identity that matches our players' identity. And Kelly just didn't. He didn't. And now we have somebody down here that's not going kind of frown on it. I think Kelly probably would go in his office and be like, these motherfuckers, man. Oh my God. Doing all this damn dancing. And what is this with the guns? I think he would be pissed off after every game. But now we got somebody that's gonna be out there with him, acting crazy, that's gonna go to war with him.
Take their belt off after the game. Take his belt off after the game and give it to somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Like I that's gonna fuss with the other team player. Like I like that falls right in line with us. But It's just a difference. I think he is an upgrade from Kelly.
Well, like I said, he's done less than Kelly has going into that LSU hire. But I get what y'all are saying in terms of the fit. But my thing is, he's definitely eventually probably going to get fired because LSU fires everyone. Win or lose, LSU fires everyone. But actually, I'm being serious here. Here's what I think happens. Here's what I actually think happens. He's going to be a good coach for LSU. He won't be great. He might win the SEC one of these years. I think at the end of the day, when we look at this, when we look back and we say, what was Lane Kiffin's tenure at LSU? I think it'll be good. He'll win the SEC at least once. He won't win a natty, but he will be good enough that after 5 years, he's going to take an NFL coaching job.
That's fair. I think that's fair.
Like, I don't think he's going to win natty, but I think he might come close. And I think he's going to say, look, I've taken enough time in college. Let me take another crack at the NFL.
Here's my thing. While you were talking, I was thinking about, I said, the reason why I think Kiffin will be here for a while is because there's no better job in college than he could get. He's not going to be up for a job that's better than LSU. He's only left these jobs for better jobs, better opportunities. Like, you know what I'm saying? He left Tennessee to go to USC. Then he got fired at USC, but he left Florida Atlantic to go to
Ole Miss.
Now he's leaving Ole Miss to come to LSU. Better job. So he's not going to find a better job than this. What, he's going to go to Alabama or Georgia? They're not going to be hiring for a while. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he'd be up for those jobs. I think that when he gets down here, it's something about that boot, bro. When you get down here, when they had his family on this campus, I guarantee you they called and they was like, Lane, hey, we don't need to go. Hey, who you sent to Florida? They don't need to go. This is what we need to be right here. Matter of fact, I don't even want to come back to to Ole Miss to pack my stuff. Just had them ship it. When you get down here, bro, it's something about LSU. It's something about Louisiana. People just don't leave, bro.
But he did say, to your point, I think I'm kind of more with the box office now. The only disagreement we have, I think Kiffin wins one. If he wins one, I said he was signing an extension. I think he would go to the NFL then. I do agree with that. Because he even said in his press conference, his dad worked at 17 different jobs, and he wants to be similar to his dad. It seems like he's willing to go somewhere new. And if he won a national championship at LSU, he may say, well, I done conquered that, so now it's on to the NFL.
He'll pull a hardball.
Yeah.
Or Saban. Saban did that at LSU.
Right.
Yeah, hopefully it won't take him long as hardball.
I don't know. All I know is Harbaugh's got one and Kiffin doesn't.
Oh, no, I love Jim Harbaugh. So I love both of them. So
okay, final predictions. So you think 7 years at LSU and wins the Natty and goes to NFL after that, X?
I mean, like what you said, whenever he wins the Natty, I think that if it's in year 4, and once he wins the Natty, he may go to the NFL. But I think he'll win a Natty within that 7-year range.
That's the better job that I'm talking about. There's no other better job in college, though. So his next step will be leaving us and going to the NFL again.
So you think also wins the Natty, goes to NFL?
Absolutely.
I think he doesn't win a Natty. He gets close. And someone like the Raiders, well, not the Raiders, he coached there already, like the Dolphins come calling, and he ends up eventually NFL coach. I'll say he lasts at LSU 5 years.
Okay.
I give him minimum 5.
Okay. All right. We move on.
Because I think that's not long. That's how long I give him to get a natty. A whole recruiting class in a year.
Okay. All right. Well, next hire we'll talk about is Alex Golish to Auburn.
Fire. I'll go first. Fire. I think that's a really good hire as well. I can't say he'll win a natty. I won't go in and say he'll win a natty just because they're always going to be the little brother in the state of Alabama. And Kalen DeBoer is still a really good coach, even though I didn't have him in the top 3 like Yvonne did early on. I'm not going to knock him. But I think Golish will definitely have some success at Auburn. And I actually give that hire a B. I think that's a real strong – I like him. I think he's going to fit in with the War Eagle.
I like him. I think he made South Florida a viable team in a state with powerhouse teams. And he beat them. I think at one point or another, he beat them all, huh?
He beat Florida.
He beat Florida. I think he beat Florida State too, huh?
Florida State wasn't good last year.
Let me see this year.
Might have been last year if they beat them, because last year they wasn't good at all.
Yeah, I think he beat them last year.
And I know Miami. I don't know if he beat them, but I know. But yeah, he had South Florida on the up and up.
Didn't nobody want to play him. I know that. I know it wasn't no. Oh yeah, we got South Florida as a dub. I know that. I know that wasn't what they were talking about. So I think that he made them very viable in a state full of powerhouse, traditionally powerhouse teams. So I think him going to a team, like I said, one word that I always use on here when it comes to coaching and hires is resources. The resources he'll have available to him at Auburn will probably make South Florida look like chump change. You know what I mean? Just to build a viable contender. And really they'll throw him enough money just so they could try to beat Bama, bro. I don't think Auburn really cares about national championships as much as they care about beating Bama. I think that if he can get them on board with that, they'll give him as much money as he needs in Auburn. So yeah, I think that I give it on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it about a 7.
Okay. I'm actually shocked we all agree. I love this hire.
Yeah.
But look, he learned to recruit in Florida.
Yeah.
Now you're at Auburn, and Auburn's a brand. Auburn's a name. They're in the SEC. You also kind of want, like a lot of recruits also want that challenge of saying, I want to go beat Alabama.
Right.
I want to go the opposite of Alabama. I think he's going to do a great job recruiting wise, and I won't be surprised if he gets this thing going really quickly. He does need to hold on to Deuce Knight though. Like he needs to convince him to come back to Auburn. He was a freshman this year, only started 1 game, and he actually killed it. He needs to, because that would be a huge boost for Auburn. Because what's Auburn's issue been with Hugh Freeze? They couldn't find a quarterback.
Right.
They tried with Jackson Arnold. They tried with this guy and that guy. I think if he holds on to Deuce Knight, yep. But if they get Deuce Knight, they're gonna get this thing rolling. And Bo Nix was there before Hugh Freeze, though. But still, though, they starting off with a quarterback that's huge. So I love that.
Obviously, you can always hear those rumors. You know, you hear the Trinidad Chamberlain to LSU next year. But I'm hearing Byron Brown from USF may follow him to Auburn.
I'd rather keep Deuce Knight, bro.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You know, somebody knows your system.
Yeah, if Deuce leave though,
you
bring your boy with you.
Okay, next. So we all think that's a great hire. Cool. Next one, John Summerall, Tulane coach, going to Florida.
I'm gonna say that's an interesting hire. I'm not all on board yet, so I'm gonna. It's still Florida, bro, and Florida has the resources. I'm gonna give that a B-. I like Summerall, but I don't want to jump the gun with that situation because I like Billy Napier going over there, and we saw that worked out. This is a different animal that Summerall's about to find out as far as like Napier found out. And I'm not comparing the two, but I really like Napier going there. And I like Summerall, but Florida's one of those jobs, bro. It's kind of like LSU. You only going to have so long, bro. You better figure it out real quick. And you got to play the Georgias, the Tennessees, the LSUs, the Texas, the A&Ms. You got to play the SEC schedule. And it's not going to get easy. And you're hearing Lagway may enter the portal. So I'm going to give it a B- because I like Summerall. I like how honest he is about his own team this past year. But, man, it's not as good as the other two hires, in my opinion.
All right. Summerall to Florida is probably, I give it about a 6 out of 10. And the reason why is because I'm not as high as it on him like X is, because X love the man because he said his team wasn't that good. I think it takes a lot more than that for me to like you doing. But I think it's a 6 out of 10, mainly because Florida don't ever learn, bro. You can't come to Louisiana and just pick a coach that's okay. He's at one of the lesser schools in Louisiana and he made them good. Hell, come on down to Florida, man. We got better resources. You're gonna make us good. No, bro. It don't work like that. But I will say this. I actually think he is a better coach than Napier. I think he's a better coach than Napier. I think he'd go down there and he makes them viable. Do I think he lasts for a long time down there? I do not. I don't think he matches their culture. I don't think he matches Florida and their with their youth, their heritage. I just don't. But I think he's a good enough coach to have them in contention again.
Okay. I like the hire. My question is, how much time is Florida going to give them? Like, I think Florida, if they're way more patient than they were with him, instead of the way they were with Billy Napier, is the key here.
They're not,
because if they give him only 3 years, I don't think he's going to make it. They need to give John Summerall 6 years. And I understand that's Florida. But eventually you got to give a guy enough years. Like, I understand LSU being, even though I said they shouldn't fire Brian Kelly, because I'm a little more patient than everybody else, at least Brian Kelly was very proven at Notre Dame, went to a natty, so LSU expected results quickly.
Yeah.
Bruh, John Summerall has come from Tulane. You can't expect him to become Nick Saban like so quick. So depending on who the hire is, I think depends on how much time you should give him. And when you give a guy that's coming from Tulane, you got to give him time. So to me, this is all contingent on how patient Florida is. And if they give John Summerall 5 years, I think he'll be all right.
Okay.
Who you got next?
All right. I'm not going to go on with the names anymore. What I want is give me a hire on the low that you really like and give me a hire that you do not like at all.
I'll go.
Oh, go ahead.
I love the James Franklin hire. Virginia Tech, smart, very smart. It's already paying off for them. There was like 100 something in recruiting, and now they're like in the 30s. I really thought James Franklin Florida should have reached out to him and tried to get him down there. But he's a good coach, man. It just Penn State, it just took too long. The expectation of Penn State, I think, is unwarrantedly high. Like they act like they just perennial national champions, and they not. So him going to Virginia Tech is a good hire to me because he has that name recognition to get good recruits there and good transfer portal people there too. So I think that's a really good hire. Really good hire. One I don't like at all. I really if I had to pick one, because I really don't have a problem with any of the hires, man. The people that they hired, I mean, they don't have a resume that I could really compare to say it's just a terrible hire. Maybe UCLA with Bob Chesney, because he's coming from James Madison or whatever. And that's only because UCLA, you should have been able to get somebody better than him. You're UCLA. But I just don't see anybody. People weren't lining up to get their job. I think they should have maybe held out and tried to get Kelly or something like that, man. I don't know, but I can't say I hate the hire though, because I don't know enough about dude.
See, I'm gonna start right there. That's the hire I think is gonna be sneaky good.
Really?
I do. I think Bob Chesney is gonna be sneaky good for UCLA. He just gives me California vibes when I see him. He just looks like a California guy. I don't know why. And they beat Washington State this year, JMU. And he did that with JMU. You give him UCLA, I think he does much better at UCLA. Similar, I know UCLA is in the Big Ten now, so it's gonna be rough pickings over there. But I do like that. I think it's an interesting hire. I think it's a real interesting hire. I think it just like we talked about Kiffin. I think it's a fit. The one that I'm not a big fan of, I feel like they pulled the trigger on because they beat this team, is Arkansas hiring Ryan Silverfield from Memphis. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about that, bro. Like, I don't see Silverfield as a guy that's going to be in the SEC long term, that's going to turn around Arkansas and bring them back to the Run DMC days. Maybe I'm wrong. Memphis was solid this year, but I just don't view him as a guy in the SEC that, the Kiffins, the Sarks, the Smarts, the DeBoers are looking at him and like, oh yeah, he's gonna get us this year. I don't view him as that. That's no shot at him. He might prove me wrong, but yeah, I think he's the one that I would say that's my biggest head scratcher.
Okay, I'll go next. I agree with C. James Franklin is a home run for Virginia Tech. He also recruited that area before. He knows the area, and they were, I think, 130th in recruiting, like C said. Now they're 27th.
Yep.
Wow.
Like, bruh, he literally stealing everyone he had committed at Penn State.
Yep.
And when you are being recruited, really you're choosing the coach more than anything. And when everyone from Penn State says, nope, I'm going to with Franklin to Virginia Tech, even those guys that aren't from Virginia, that says something to me. So they really like James Franklin. Drew Aller keeps saying, bro, I love James Franklin. Same thing. I watched Tyler Warren interview with the Colts the other day. They were like, what are your thoughts on him leaving? He's like, bro, I went to Penn State because of James Franklin. So I think, plus the ACC is a little easier than the Big Ten. I think James Franklin's going to be good. But just to not copy C, I love what Michigan State did getting Pat Fitzgerald from Northwestern. He was the coach at Northwestern for the longest time, got fired for some student allegations, blah, blah, blah. But he got Northwestern to the Big Ten title game. Do y'all realize the last time Ohio State won the Big Ten was 2020, and that was against Northwestern? I think Pat Fitzgerald is a great coach, bro. Well, I don't know if he's great. He's a really good coach, but it's hard at Northwestern, bro.
No, it is.
Like Northwestern, you sometimes forget they're a Big Ten team.
Yeah.
My biggest pushback to that would be I just think it's a little too late, if that makes sense. I think Pat Fitzgerald was maybe 4 or 5 years ago, maybe the guy that you should go get. Now I don't know if he's that.
Maybe, but I do think Michigan State needed a spark ever since they had they had to fire Mel Tucker.
Yeah.
So to me, I think this is a spark. This is the perfect spark. A guy that knows the Big Ten, coached in the Big Ten, knows how to recruit that area. A guy that's proven. I mean, getting Northwestern to the Big Ten title game, that's like getting Kentucky football to the national title game. I mean, come on. Like I think he did. I think he overachieved it. I think Michigan State needed a spark, and this is it. My signing that I didn't like, and I think this guy will be fired within 3 years, is Ole Miss Pete Golding.
Oh man.
And it's nothing against him because I don't know much about Pete Golding. I looked at his resume. He was a linebackers coach under Saban at Alabama, went to Ole Miss and was defense coordinator there. The reason I don't like it is this is his first time being a head coach.
Right.
And you threw him in the SEC. I mean, that is tough, bro.
Right.
Like first time head coach. Yep. Go beat LSU. Go beat Texas. Go beat Alabama. Go beat Georgia. Like I think Pete Golding, of course you take the job.
Right.
But bro, that's first time coaching? Come on, bro. That is tough. Right. I mean, if we want to be technical, Lane Kiffin never had success in the SEC before until he went to FAU and learned how to recruit at a smaller school and so on. So to me, I do think Pete Golding will be fired in 3 years.
I liked his attitude. He's
from Louisiana.
Damn, that's why. I like his attitude. But no, he walked in like, hey man, ain't nothing finna change, bro. We going right out there and we gonna finish this thing out, bro. We don't need no. He basically wanted to say, bro, we don't need Kiffin ass. Get him out of here. Fine. It's us. We here. We gonna win. Same thing. We gonna keep rolling, bro. And I like that about him. I always like a coach that the team likes, that the kids on the team like them. I think that's for college football. I think that's even more important than NFL, because NFL, they're professionals. They're supposed to go to work. But even in college now, they're getting paid, but still, they still are kids. So I think that that's the only reason why I didn't say that he was a bad hire, because I liked his attitude about it. I don't know how he is as an X's and O's guy, but I know the team in there was happy he was the coach. I think maybe they should have gave him an interim tag first.
Yeah.
But he obviously went and blew him away. It seems like the AD had a pulse of the team, and he was like, hey man, I think we got somebody right here. We can give him a third of the money that we were giving Kiffin, and he can be our coach. Hell, we Ole Miss. People don't expect us to be good every year anyway, so I think that's how it went. And but it's kind of like when we lost, damn, what was I gonna say? When we traded my boy to Denver, bro, Sean Payton to Denver, and we just moved up Allen. At the time, I said you're trying to keep all the continuity that you had going, but we found out that Dennis Allen just didn't have what it took to be a head coach. So I don't know. Is this what we're gonna find out at Ole Miss, that maybe he was a good defensive coordinator and he didn't have what it takes to be a head coach? Well, we'll see. I think that might have been the thinking though. So we want to keep as much continuity there as possible. Especially, you couldn't give it to the offensive coordinator here. He going with Kiffin.
Yep.
But they actually letting him coach though in the bowl.
Yeah, they letting him coach in the bowl. Hey, yeah, they letting him coach. They try to keep as much as Kiffin there as possible.
Which makes no sense.
Let Kiffin coach. They should just let Kiffin coach. He wanted to coach.
Yeah, that makes no sense to me. It's like, you Kiffin go to LSU, you can't coach here, but offensive coordinator, you go to LSU too, but you can coach here.
Right.
Like,
and John Summerall, if they make it, he's coaching. I can't
Eric
think of-
Morris from
Yep.
North Texas,
All of
from
them.
Oklahoma State.
All of them. If they make it in, they're coaching their team. Now I don't know. I understand Ole Miss is upset, but don't ruin your opportunity to win a natty. Like I'm
You
not
won't
saying
have
I'm
this
gonna pick
opportunity
you,
again, bro.
but don't ruin your chance to win a natty, bro.
Man, they feel like a scorned woman, bro. No, you picked her. You stay with her. Don't come back over here,
Bro, that's crazy. I do hope they win a game, though. I am I low key. I know I am low key rooting for Ole Miss to win as many games as they can. I am. I know y'all might be XU wilding, but I am, bro.
Fucking boys.
Let's see, CA.
I don't care nothing about. I don't like Ole Miss, bro. I will say this though. I made a statement on here a few weeks ago when they made the every year competition that we would have in the SEC, and I said there's not really a rivalry there with Ole Miss and LSU. It is now.
Oh yeah, now for sure.
It's a rivalry now, bro. Lane Kiffin has single-handedly made Ole Miss hate LSU. And that's
when you think about it, see, like I'm not saying I liked Bama before, but when Saban went to Bama,
that's the equivalent. This is the equivalent of Saban going to Alabama. And I don't think even when he went to Alabama, we hated him as that much. But when he started winning them damn oh boy, we hated his guts. So Ole Miss, y'all got some guts to start hating, bro. Because when Kiffin started winning these national championships, they're gonna hate us then, boy. That's gonna be an unsafe place. Anytime we go to Ole Miss, it's gonna be unsafe now.
2 words: Go Rebels.
Oh. Well, you a Texas fan, chill.
Hey, I'm just saying when them two teams play each other.
and people saying this, but I don't really think it's gonna matter. They're like, yeah, man, it's gonna be hard when you go to Ole Miss to play. They go to Ole Miss and they go to Tennessee this year. But I don't think Tennessee. Nobody really cares about the Tennessee thing. That wore off pretty quick.
Well, they do still go crazy at him though when he plays there though. They were like throwing bottles at him like 2 years ago.
I'm just saying, like now when he comes back with LSU, they're not gonna be like, "Oh, I still hate you. I hate you so much. How could you go to LSU?" No, they're not. It's not gonna be a thing like after Kiffin's gone from LSU that Tennessee's still gonna hate LSU like we still hate Bama even though Saban's gone.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But Ole Miss is gonna hate us for life now.
Yeah, and they should. I get it.
Oh, look at you.
All right, let's move on.
LSU after we made that little boy cry when we beat made that little boy cry on national TV a few years ago.
All right, y'all. Let's move on to the picks.
Oh, I'm tripping. I'm changing my background before I even make my picks.
All right, we're gonna move on, and we're gonna do some conference title games picks.
Real quick before we move on, I gotta say one thing. It's a coaching hire that needs to happen.
Oh God, here we go.
And I'm not sure. I don't think this is gonna happen. I think Tulane should hire Coach Ed Orgeron immediately. I think they should have been on the phone with him, getting him down there to make him their head coach. I think that would be the perfect fit for him. That he makes their team. I think he makes their team a lot more relevant. He'll have to bring an offensive coordinator that's worth something with him, but definitely, I think he makes their team a lot more relevant. And he's a hell of a recruiter as well. And he loves Louisiana. He loves LSU. But if you can't go to LSU, Tulane is a good second choice. I would say there or UL, but the UL look like they're gonna still stick with the whatever his name is.
Normal, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that would be a good hire, Orgeron to Tulane.
AC, you like how I'm climbing in them rankings, huh?
Boy, shut up.
Hey, bro, I tried to tell y'all, man, I'm really him, man.
Dog.
I'm not gonna catch Jasper or Antonio because this is the last week because box office don't want to pick Navy Army next week, hating self. But hey, I might pass you up this week, see?
No, bro. Stop it, Fly.
I might pass you up, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you because I know y'all about to hate. Box office about to say some nonsense.
All right, let me go with the record. So this is our last weekend.
Nah, man, we picking Army Navy. We're not doing that.
I mean, we could do Army Navy if y'all want, but I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna pick Navy.
I'm picking Army.
All right, but this looks like it's probably the end. Here are the standings. Antonio first at 61-33. That's 94 games. Okay, so we're gonna be over 100 after this week. Jasper 60-34. So Jasper could possibly beat out Antonio. C and I are tied 56-38. And X 53-41. If you stop picking LSU all the damn time, maybe you'd be in the race.
Look at that. Look at that. I was under 500. And all I did was climb to the top, baby.
All right.
You're at the top of nothing. You still at the bottom of it.
I'm about to pass you up right now, so don't worry.
Help.
Here we go. We're gonna pick. I'm only picking relevant conference title games. All right.
Oh.
And the first one we are going with UNLV at Boise State. The only reason I'm saying that's relevant is because UNLV is 10-2. Jasper has UNLV. Who y'all got?
Who your brother got?
Antonio's got Boise.
Oh, I see what he's doing there. And see, when I make my picks, don't try to copy YouTube box office. Let me climb my ladder.
Dog, ain't nobody copying you, man.
Let me climb my ladder, my boy. I got.
And don't pick just to catch up. Pick who you actually think.
No, wins. I got UNLV, man. Hey, bro, I got UNLV. You take Boise like your brother.
Okay. See?
I can't lie. I ain't watching no UNLV this year, bro. And they 10-2 though. I'm going I'm going Boise, bro. I'm gonna stick with what I know. I ain't going nothing crazy. I'm going Boise.
Okay. These two teams played earlier this year. Boise washed them. Boise gets this game in Boise. I'm going Boise State. Boise State beats them. So Jasper and X got UNLV.
Look. It's hard to beat a team twice. Don't switch neither.
All right, next matchup, the Sun Belt title. By the way, that was the Mountain West. Now we're on to the Sun Belt. We got Troy at JMU, and Jasper's got Troy, and Antonio's got Virginia's team, JMU.
Man, I got JMU, but I'm nervous because I don't want my boy to be trying to get to UCLA quick because it could go quick, fast. But I'm going to go with JMU as well.
I'm going JMU, man, just because I can't see them having this good season like this and then blowing a conference championship to Troy.
You're right on, C. Signetti killed it at JMU. Chesney killed it at JMU. They're 23-point favorites. JMU is a very solid program because of those guys. JMU washes Troy.
Wow, just gonna disrespect Troy, baby.
All right. Next one, the American Athletic title game. North Texas at Tulane. Antonio's got North Texas. Jasper's got Louisiana's team, Tulane.
Bruh, this is the hardest one for me. Before we even got on the show, I'm like,
This is a hard one.
Bruh.
But you got to pick one.
I'm gonna take North Texas, bro. Their offense is potent. Their defense is trash. So Tulane might win. But I'm gonna take North Texas because I like Drew Maker. And I think he actually transferred to Oklahoma State after this game if they lose, after the season's over. But this can go either way. Who's the favorite?
North Texas on the road. This game is in Louisiana. Is a 2.5-point favorite.
Oh, so I mean it's almost a pick 'em, almost.
Yeah, but it's interesting when the road team is the favorite. Yeah.
Don't copy my picks. Yeah, do that.
Hey, I'm taking a green wave.
Oh,
yeah.
I might switch my pick.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I picked them, I think, once this year, getting gassed up by X, and they played me. But I think they can win this one. They playing in New Orleans too, bro. I got the green wave. Give me Tulane.
Okay. Out of the Pelicans, the LSU Tigers,
don't do that.
the New Orleans Saints, Tulane's the best. Tulane would beat the Saints right now. So give me Tulane. Even though I have no confidence in it, I'm literally simply going, and I've watched both of these teams. I'm simply going just because the game is in New Orleans.
No, that's fair. I ain't lying. I low-key went, I'm like, bro, this is so, oh my God.
I saw North Texas play once. I forgot who they were playing. And I saw what you saw, X. Their defense sucked, but they just outscored the people they were playing.
Yeah. All right. Well, I got Louisiana's best team. All right. Next game, we got the Big 12 title game. It is a rematch.
Woo!
And it's in Jerry World. We've got BYU versus Texas Tech. Antonio's got Texas Tech. Jasper's got BYU.
Wow. So tell me the point spread real quick.
Let me actually pull it up because I don't know it. I do remember though, Texas Tech blew them out earlier this year. This game is Texas Tech is a 12.5-point favorite.
Oh, that's high. I don't think they'll win by 12.5.
They covered that last game. Played.
But it's so hard to do it the second time. It's hard to do that to a team the second time. I am gonna take Texas Tech because of all the rumors of my boy leaving for BYU to go to Penn State. I think going into this week, as much as he might have wanted to focus on this game, he had to focus on other things going on. Now they got it squared away. He's going to be at BYU, but I think that just takes away too much from the planning of the game planning for this week. So I'm going to take Tech. Tech knows what they have in front of them. They know how good BYU is. They know what they have a bye right now. They can't blow that. So I'm going to take Tech.
I got Mahomes them. Give me Texas Tech.
Oh man, chill.
I saw a post. They said, "Hey, if Dylan Raiola transfers to Texas Tech, Mahomes should get a restraining order put out on him." I said, he absolutely should, bro. I think you might have said that, box office.
I did. I was geeking out.
Bro, he showed shit.
All right. Well, when they played the first time, Texas Tech was way better. And I know people want to brush off Texas Tech going into this playoff. I literally think call me crazy. I might pick Texas Tech to beat Ole Miss if they match up. I think Texas Tech is legit. They really are. I've got Texas Tech, and the crazy part is, not only if Texas Tech wins this game, I think they will punish BYU, and they won't get into playoff no matter what if they lose this game. So I got Texas Tech. So Jasper's the only one that picked against them.
Okay.
All right. Next one, the ACC title game, Virginia versus Duke. Also a rematch. If you care about the point spread, Virginia is a 3.5-point favorite, and they beat Duke in North Carolina earlier this year by 17. Who you got? By the way, Jasper and Antonio got UVA.
I'm going for Duke for the reason I told you. Not because I want Duke to get in, because I want them to force their hand. But I'm going to say Virginia wins this game. I learned my lesson the first time around. I took Duke, and when I was putting it on the artwork that I put out for TikTok, I'm like, bro, what am I doing? And I wanted to switch because I'm looking at the Duke logo. I'm like, this is football. This is not basketball, bro. I got Virginia, bro.
Hey, man. It ain't Cleveland, but give me them Cavaliers, bro. give me LeBron and them, bro. I'll take the Cavs.
Look, I picked Virginia the first time around. I live 45 minutes from the campus. My brother went there. I'm rooting for Virginia to get in. I think Tony Elliott's done a great job with that program. And I think Virginia is just better than Duke, but it is tougher playing the team second time around. And it's in the Panthers Stadium, so probably more Dukies there. But I got Virginia. I think that they've just been a more consistent team all year. All right, we're moving on to the SEC title game. We got Georgia versus Alabama in Atlanta in the Falcon Stadium. Jasper and Antonio picked Georgia.
Wow. Kalen DeBoer is undefeated against Kirby Smart, right?
He is. And this year, Alabama beat him again, and that game was actually in Athens.
Whew, I ain't gonna lie.
And if you care about the point spread, Georgia's a 2.5-point favorite.
Bruh. Oh, man. I just really like the way Alabama played in that game, bruh. Earlier this season. Ty Simpson, if y'all remember, that's when we started saying, okay, Heisman, because he was really confident in that game. But I got Georgia, bro. I got Georgia. I got the Bulldogs. but I'm not confident. That was my toss-up game, too. Those are my two toss-up games, Tulane and North Texas in this one. Because Alabama, if they lose this one, bruh, they leave that door open for the committee. I'm not saying the committee will do it, but at least they'll leave the door open for them to do it. So I think Alabama has a lot to play for in this game.
Bro, I really think Georgia just can't keep losing to Alabama, bro.
A part of me feels that way too, see, but God, Alabama has so much to play for. Georgia's in. They are in. They are a lock in the playoffs.
I'm trying to think when I watched them. Georgia isn't the Georgia from 2 years ago. But they still Georgia, man. They still damn good, bro. I'm going to take Georgia, bro. They can't keep losing to the boredom, bro.
That'll be 3 in a row.
Yeah.
If they lose this one. I think 3 in a row to the board, though. To the board.
Yeah.
And Alabama.
Hell, every time he played them.
Yep. Okay. Y'all know me, man. I'm big on picking the revenge factor. And I think Georgia's going to get them this time. DeBoer's own Kirby. Also, Kirby could barely ever beat Saban, so he's always struggled against Bama in general. I think Georgia gets some revenge here, and I think it causes the committee to also think about Alabama.
Right.
I think Alabama's too big of a brand, and them losing an SEC title game, they're going to put them in. But I do think it's a discussion. I definitely think it's a discussion. So I got Georgia. Everyone's got Georgia.
Bro, that makes me even more uncomfortable. That's where we all got them. Oh God.
Everyone's got Georgia, but I'm just big on the revenge factor. They got to get them eventually, and I think they get them this time around. All right, and we're on to the 1 versus 2. We got Ohio State, Indiana, Big Ten title game. Both teams are undefeated. It's in the Colt Stadium, so it's in Indiana. Jasper's got Indiana.
Smart man.
Antonio's got Ohio State.
All right. I'm taking Indiana, bro. I'm not saying Indiana's gonna win it all, the championship, but I don't know. I just feel like this game matters more to Indiana. I don't know why. Indiana, like, they've been disrespected this entire year. They know what happened to them last year. They played Ohio State. It was one-sided. I just feel like Indiana's going to pull it off this time. So give me the Hoosiers. I'm not 100% sold, but I do got the Hoosiers.
We're not there yet, bro.
Not there. Yeah, I respect that.
The only eye that's going to be in this game is that they dot that I on Ohio, bro. That's going to be the only eye that's going to be big in this game, bro. Because Ohio State, bro, they've proven all year why they remain number one. And no matter who it is that they played, I can't really think of a game they look bad in. The closest game they played was to Texas, huh?
Yep.
And that was the first game of the season.
Yep, 14-7.
But they didn't play Oregon or Indiana up until this point. And that's the two best teams in the Big Ten.
Boy, F them boys, bro.
You're a hater, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, man. Indiana, I like Signetti. He needs probably one more year, bro. If he can do this one more year, I can pick him. But right now, he don't have the tool in his toolbox to go against Ohio State right now. It's too many recruits, too big of a pedigree in Ohio State for them to lose to Indiana just in his second year of making them relevant like this. So I got Ohio State for that simple reason. It's just too early.
Oh, and Mendoza closed the case on the Heisman. I think he wins the Heisman after this. I didn't mention that.
Okay. I've got Ohio State. I'm not confident. I think Indiana is going to be very hungry. They want to prove that they're legit. The winner of this game gets a bye.
The number 1 seed, too.
Yeah, gets the number 1 seed and gets a bye. So the loser's going to have to play probably in the first round. So I've got Ohio State. I think that they've been more consistent this year. I think that Matt Patricia is going to give Mendoza some issues, something he hasn't seen this year. So I think that they just confuse Mendoza more than anything. And I'm going to go Ohio State. But look, it's not that important really because Indiana is still going to be in the playoff.
Do y'all think that if Indiana and Ohio State play a very extremely close game, that they would remove one of them from a bye in the first round? Because I don't. I think they'll both get a bye if it's a very, very close game.
I do think both will get a bye if it's like down to the wire.
Yeah. If it's down to the wire, I just don't even. I think it's a little closer than that last matchup they had last year but I think it's still probably a double-digit win.
Wow.
For Ohio State, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's our picks. Looks like X and Jasper are really the two that chose a lot opposite than everyone else. C and I agreed on everything. Yep, I'm looking at it. C and I agreed on every single game, and we have the same record. So it looks like we're gonna finish the same way.
Don't change one of your picks, man.
We'll pick Army Navy next week if the 1 and 2 on the rankings are like a game apart. But otherwise, no need.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. Y'all, man, Alabama is the one that I'm like tripping that we all picked Georgia.
Tulane, North Texas, to me is the tough one.
Yeah, that's a tough one too.
Yeah,
it's all good, but we're gonna see though. It's all good.
All right, let's move on to the NFL. All right. Before we get to our winners and losers, what are y'all's thoughts on Mike Tomlin and his future with the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Go ahead.
His man is gonna let Aaron Rodgers get him fired, bro. I said that when he went out there, he wanted Aaron Rodgers so bad, and you gonna let this man get you fired too. And it's really because not that Aaron Rodgers is so bad, it's just because now your excuse is gone. Your excuse has been, man, I've been making 500 with these sorry ass quarterbacks y'all giving me. They're like, well, we're gonna give you a Hall of Fame quarterback. Let's see what you can do. He's like, yeah, give me a Hall of Fame Aaron Rodgers and watch what I do with this team. And look what he's doing with the team. And I don't think he's been coaching bad. I think it's A-Rod. I really do. And it's not working out for him. But I do not think they're gonna fire him, not this year. I think they may fire him next year though.
Okay. I don't think they should fire Tomlin, even if they don't make the playoffs this year. And I know I've been the one that's been critical of the Steelers situation just because Lamar and Burrow have been out pretty much a chunk of the season. And I felt like this was your golden opportunity to get it done. And you haven't gotten it done. But, bruh, I know Tomlin hasn't won the playoffs, but Tomlin has this team competing for a playoff spot. And I know that shouldn't be the end-all goal for sure. But they're always a contender to at least make the playoffs and win a division. It's not like the team's been trash under Tomlin. Like, I could see if you sat here and said, bruh, they won 5 games this year, 4 games this year, 3 games this year. No, bruh, last year they were in the playoffs. Last year they were in the playoffs with Mason Rudolph. So I don't know. Like, I don't think Tomlin should be fired. I definitely think, what's transpired this year, I'm kind of a bit shocked. I know, I give you credit for it. You called it from day one. You was like, y'all think it's going to work out, but it ain't going to be what y'all think. Aaron Rodgers and Tomlin. And I'll be the first one to say right now, and the season's not over, I don't think the Steelers are making the playoffs. I don't. I won't lie to y'all. I don't think the Steelers are making the playoffs.
Bruh, it might sound crazy, but I think the Bengals might come back and win this damn division.
Bruh, when I saw this past week, I was like, bruh, it could happen. They're 3-1 in the division. I'm not saying they'll do it, but golly, this division, every time you think, I thought the Steelers were going to run away with it. Then I thought the Ravens was going to take it. But the way Lamar has played the last 3 weeks, I'm like, shoot, if Burrow don't play like they did this past week without T. Higgins, once they get him back, I'm like, bruh, the Bengals might steal the division. So,
the only reason why I think the Bengals won't do it is because their defense is still so damn horrible, bro.
But they played well on this past week, bro.
Yeah, they played well, but I mean, they're not going to keep playing well, bro. They played well. I think it's what was it, Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Maybe somebody prayed for them over the Thanksgiving dinner plate. And they went out there and they did their thing, man. Grandmas be praying over the Thanksgiving dinner. So maybe the grandmas prayed for him when they went out there and played. But I think Burrow coming back, it just instilled a little something extra into him and made him want to play a little bit better. Kind of like when Shador started for the Browns, it made them want to play a little bit better.
Okay. Yeah, but I don't think Tomlin will get fired this offseason. The Steelers are one of those franchises. They don't jump the gun. They, even though like you may hear the rumors, you may hear all the rumbling, the Steelers, they stick to what they do. And they're not really worried about what everybody else
But
thinks.
do you think he should be fired?
No, I don't. I don't, because I just don't think that it's been like, has he been great? No. But has he been good since winning the Super Bowl? Yeah. Like they're always in the playoffs or borderline playoffs. They're always above 500. It's not like they're trash. If they were like not competing, that's one thing. And I know you can say, well, they haven't had a quarterback in forever. Aaron Rodgers is old, and I get all that, but they can still win the division right now. And we're talking about getting fired. I'm not gonna say that right now.
My whole thing, know me, man. Fire him and get who? Who they finna get better than Tomlin and what he's been bringing to the team? How about you just give him some better weapons, man? Don't have him grasping at straws with an old ass Aaron Rodgers. How about get him a real quarterback that can help his team? He need to be able to find somebody young and build with him. Shador was perfect for them, and they passed on.
Hey, but I will say this, and it's not no knock to Tomlin or the Steelers. Sometimes a change of scenery does help. So I mean, it may like he may have to go to a hardball route where I'm not saying go back to college, go to college or anything like that, but leave and then go somewhere and then or Andy Reid. Andy Reid left the Eagles and went to the Chiefs.
Payton.
Yeah, like he may just need a check. Hey man, there's some teams that definitely can use him for sure. Tennessee, my God.
Damn all them. Send that boy to the Nolia.
Chill out, C, man.
Get this bastard out of here, bro.
Chill out, bro.
He's already off that. All right. So people think like I'm a Mike Tomlin hater. The dude's from Virginia. I like Mike Tomlin, but we got to keep it. We got to keep it fair. So this would be 9 straight years without a playoff win. So I was like, okay, let me look up what NFL coaches all time have got 9 years without a playoff win. I knew one for sure.
Right.
Marvin Lewis got 15 years somehow.
Right.
I don't know how his ass got 15 years. But I looked it up. Y'all's boy Jim Mora with the Saints went 9 years without a playoff win. Don Shula with the Dolphins 9 years. And Mike Tomlin. That's it. 4 guys. I think Mike Tomlin is a borderline top 5 head coach in the NFL. I think he's great. But facts are facts. He can't win a playoff game without Big Ben. And he hasn't ever since. I think it's just time for a change of scenery. That's it. Andy Reid, 14 years in Philly. Sean Payton, I forgot how long he was in New Orleans. I want to say 12 years, something like that.
Not long enough.
So I think guys burn out in certain areas, certain teams. They hit the Super Bowl and they could never get back there for whatever reason. I just think he needs a change of scenery. I think the perfect place for Tomlin would be, but the Steelers wouldn't let him go there, is Cincinnati. Imagine if Cincinnati got Mike Tomlin. With Joe Burrow and all of them, I think they would take it to the next level. They'd win a Super Bowl very soon. I really believe that. C and I disagree on this. C is more like, the GM picks the quarterbacks and that's that. I disagree. I think the coach does have a say. Sean Payton was vouching for Bo Nix, and he got him. Based off the interviews I watched, Tomlin wanted Kenny Pickett, and he got him. It just didn't work out. So it is what it is. I think Tomlin's a top borderline top 5 head coach. I just think it's change of scenery time. That's all.
Well,
Maybe he should be the next guy in Vegas.
I think that's exactly where I think he needs to go. He needs to bring some stability to the Vegas.
The only issue with Tomlin is because he's had trouble finding a quarterback. I think if he did look for a change scenery, he should go to a team that he loves that quarterback.
Yeah.
That's and Cincinnati has that, Vegas doesn't, but Pittsburgh will be stupid to give him up to Cincinnati.
I just don't think I don't think it's him. I don't think it's him. Even if he did pick Pinkett. What's it? Say it.
Kenny Pickett. Yeah.
Kenny Pickett, yeah.
Pickett. Even if he did pick Pickett, and then he came back and he backdoored, he picked Rodgers. Okay, if he does have that much say so, take that damn say so away from him then, because he can't pick quarterbacks. That's all that would mean. And somebody else needs to do that. But he can handle everything else on the job. He just can't pick quarterbacks. So I think that they have the right person in the position. You just gotta find some help. You have to find some help. You look and you find somebody's deficiency and you feel the deficiency. If they got, bro, it's like the 80-20 rule they have with women, bro. They say most men will give up their 80 to cheat with 20. You know what I mean? You should never do that. If you got 80% of what you need to have a great coach, and his 20% is that he can't find a quarterback, find somebody who can find this 80% of quarterback.
I like that analogy. I like that. But we'll see. I mean, the Steelers, if Tomlin needed a franchise to be more patient, he couldn't find a better franchise. They are patient as ever over there. I don't know. I just think it's changed senior. Another guy that eventually I think could end up in the same situation Tomlin's in right now in a couple of years is John Harbaugh. Because they haven't won in now a decade, but he's gotten the 1 seed. They've won a playoff game recently, so he's got that going for him. But if he doesn't win, I think a Super Bowl within the next 2 years, I think he'll be in a spot where Tomlin is now.
Yeah, because I mean, what they are doing is getting him the players that he needs. They are getting him the players that he needs. When they made
it to the AFC title game recently, they lost to the Chiefs.
Yeah. Well, what they did was when they got Henry, I think they tried to eliminate all excuses that he could have, but now they just need to get him a receiver. They get a stud receiver in there, and then all of the excuses are gone, and then he gets to falling in the Tomlin category. But you got the quarterback, you got the running back. Your defense is always going to be solid. You just don't have a receiver, but you got the quarter. You have the team to be able to win. And like I said, if Lamar didn't get hurt this year, this probably would have been the Super Bowl year to me.
Well, whoever wins this division between Pittsburgh and Baltimore, they're looking to still be a 4 seed. I mean, they've got a shot. Like, it's not terrible.
They play this week too.
And they play this week, and they play actually the last week of the season too. And think about if the division comes down to that last week of the season, that's basically a playoff game.
Yep.
So,
yeah. But I just think it'll be hilarious if the Bengals come back and win this division, bro.
If they let us come back, that'll be crazy.
That'll be the most.
Everybody getting fired. Everybody's getting fired there.
Yeah, man. Aaron Rodgers need to retire, bro.
My thing is, he hasn't been perfect, but neither has the Pittsburgh's defense. I just say let this season play out because they can still win the division. As ugly as it's been, they can still win the division. They're tied for first right now. So I say just let it play out and let them decide then.
Here's the thing. He hadn't been playing perfect, but what's always been so special about Aaron Rodgers?
I mean, he's a top 5 quarterback all time.
I mean, why? What does he do that makes him special?
Crazy arm strength, crazy accuracy.
Those games that it comes down to one little thing. He always is able to push his team forward. He's the difference in these games that they're close. He's the difference. He's going to do some crazy play that makes his team win that game. That's what made everybody fall in love with him. As long as you had A-Rod on your team, you know you got a chance at the end, and he was going to bring you through it. It ain't there no more, bro. It ain't there no more. That's why I said it's like it's time for him to go and hang it up. When you become he's a shell of himself right now.
Okay.
All right. Let's get on to this.
He's what people say Drew Brees was at the end of his career.
Well, Rodgers got a better arm still than Brees, though. Brees couldn't throw 30 yards down the field.
Right.
Brees threw for 4,000 yards, though, bro. Why y'all keep saying this? It's nonsense.
I'm just saying, actually, his arm strength, though, was weak. It looked bad.
He still made some throws, bro. His accuracy was out. Brees' superpower has always been his accuracy. And he still was very accurate. He could throw the ball. He could throw it 30 yards down the field accurately still in his last season. But that Rodgers doesn't have his superpower anymore, bro. He could throw the ball far and hard, and that motherfucker be off.
Well, we're about to find out. They're going for a division now, so we'll see. All right, let's move on. This previous week, give me your winners and losers.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to go first, see. Hey, I know we all might not be fans of them, but shout out to the state of Texas, man. I'm going to give it to the state of Texas because the Texans knock off the Colts. I said that. Shout out to me. And I also said the Cowboys would beat the Chiefs. And they did that too. The Cowboys, man. Cowboys and Texans, man, right now, I think both of them are, well, the Cowboys, I know, on a 3-game winning streak. The Texans, I think, on a 4-game winning streak. Hey, man, Dak's balling. I know that Stroud and Davis Mills, kind of went back and forth as far as Stroud's injury, but the Texans' defense has looked really good these past few weeks. So yeah, they're my biggest winners. My biggest loser, and I hate that I got to do this, is the Detroit Lions, bro. Dog. Like, bro, I know I'm a Saints fan. I know you don't want to admit that, but I am a Saints fan. But I really like the Lions, bro, this year. I like everything about them. And, but they might not make the playoffs, dog. Like, they're struggling right now. How good the Bears are. The Packers already beat them both times this year. The NFC West is loaded. They're all good in that division. I mean, that division except for the Cardinals. And even the Cardinals are competitive. I don't know, man. The Lions got me worried that they might not even make the playoffs, bro.
They're on the outside looking in right now.
Bro, and I'm shocked by that. If you would have told me that before the season, I would have laughed at you. I'd have been like, bro, Detroit's making the playoffs, bro. Unless they have a bunch of injuries. And I know Amon-Ra got hurt this past week, but I'm still just looking, bro. You lost to the Packers both times. The Bears on like a 5-game winning streak. Shout out to them, man. Ben Johnson and company. But yeah, the Lions are my biggest loser. And I'm not a Texas fan, but the Texans and the Cowboys, man, y'all doing y'all thing right now.
Man, all right. So, biggest winner, is a tie. I got the New Orleans Saints and the New York Jets.
No, come on.
Biggest winner. The winner is because the Jets won. So congratulations. That's a big win for y'all. And the Saints, because the Jets won, we actually moved up to the number 2 pick in the draft. So I'm gonna give us a new biggest winner by default. And biggest loser. Oh, the Chiefs. Hey, Chiefs, y'all not gonna make the playoffs, bro. Not gonna make
Wow.
the playoffs, man. Y'all needed to win this game, and y'all went out there and y'all let the Cowboys beat y'all just because it was Thanksgiving. Bruh. No, man. And the Cowboys look like I said, you don't know what you're getting out the Cowboys from week to week, man. They look like world beaters out there, bro. But like I said, I don't think Kansas City's making the playoffs now, man.
Wow.
I really don't, bro, because they're 6-6. This is the AFC. They're not going to win their division for sure, and they getting a wild card is going to be hard. I think as of today, they're on that in the hunt. they're not in a wild card position. So, I think Mahomes is gonna finally miss the playoffs, and we're not gonna have to worry about Taylor Swift all on our TV, all in the videos, in the playoffs, bro. Come to death row.
Dang, the Chiefs not good. That's an interesting take, bro. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that's crazy.
Man,
I think the Chiefs still make it. They win out.
Wow, you still so even though you gave them all, you said they were gonna lose to the Cowboys. You think okay, it's still straight. They're gonna win out from here on out.
I gotta look at their schedule, bro.
They got Houston this week.
They're gonna lose, bro.
Their schedule rest of the way is Houston, the Chargers, Titans, Denver, Vegas.
They're gonna lose to Denver, and they'll probably lose to Houston this week, man. They're not making the playoff.
Wow. Okay. Well, my winners.
Titans.
I'm gonna go. My winners, the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
Now you ruined every parlay of mine, but great win. I mean, Stafford was on fire, and they looked good against Stafford. They picked them off twice, including a pick six. Y'all laughed at me when I said Carolina was going to be better than New Orleans. Y'all were like, "Oh no, okay, we better than Carolina." Okay, Carolina got the same amount of wins as the Bucks. They could possibly steal the division, and maybe they get in as a wild card. Carolina's not an easy win anymore. Getting Ted McMillan was big for Bryce Young.
Yep.
And now he's got a solid running game behind him. Dowdle and Chuba Hubbard keep going. 1 week it's Hubbard, next week it's Dowdle. Like they're showing up running the ball there. So shout out to Dave Canales and Carolina. They're in the playoff race, and they deserve credit. My loser, the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, come on, man.
Bruh, obviously they're on their, I don't even know what string quarterback at this point. And we knew they'd lose to Seattle. But, bruh, you don't score a damn point. Not a point. Justin Jefferson, I think he had 4 yards. Something like funny. Yeah, I don't know, bro. If McCarthy don't get it, JJ McCarthy doesn't get it right next year, Justin Jefferson might be asking to get out of Minnesota. Oh, here y'all go, bro. Jefferson, bro, he's not going to be happy. And yeah, the Vikings just look pathetic. They're finishing last in that division, and JJ McCarthy's got to figure it out next year. I mean, this year, okay, everyone understands it was basically his rookie year, but he's got to look more consistent next year, because we know these days teams aren't patient with their quarterback situation at all.
I remember how hyped everybody was when he led them back to the comeback victory. What was it, game 1?
Against Chicago, yeah.
Yeah, it was like, oh yeah, J.J. McCarthy. Boy, shut up.
My issue isn't like his talent, it's more so the injuries. He's way too beat up so far in his career.
Yeah. I've seen some bad throws he's made, but he's too injury prone for sure.
Yeah, like I see some good throws too, but then I don't like how much he's gotten hurt.
I've seen some lucky throws too. I've seen him throw it into traffic and then just make it through there, and and Addison and Jefferson catch it. But I think that goes with everybody. There's a certain amount of luck to playing quarterback in the NFL. It is anyway. So I just know he wasn't throwing about much of Michigan for him to be a high draft pick like he was.
That's true. I mean, I remember some games Michigan would just run it the whole time.
Yeah, especially back then when we had Corum and who else?
Edwards, Donovan Edwards.
Yeah.
The Saints beat the Panthers, by the way, earlier this year.
And y'all still worse.
Hey, am I tripping, bro? But is it like Bryce Young just gets better as the season goes every year?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he has some work to do if he wants to get into the playoffs, bro. I know he has to play the Saints, but twice against the Bucks and once against Seattle. Good luck.
Yeah, those 2 games against Tampa, that's what's going to come down to.
Right. As of right now, bro, I think they're better than the Bucks.
Well, Mike Evans started practicing, so Mike Evans is on the way back too. So
I think the Bucks are better. I think Bucks are better when healthy.
Yeah, Bucky Irvin just got back. Mike Evans should be coming back. McMillan's coming back. I think they're getting healthy at the right time.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get to the picks. We ain't got much time. It's already midnight here on the East Coast.
Let's go, baby.
All right.
Hey, tell him what's up. Hey, look, box office. I killed it last week.
All right, here's where we stand. Antonio and Jasper, same thing again. 1 game apart. Antonio's 46-37. Jasper's 45-38. And us 3 are actually tied.
And I was lame, yeah.
At 39-44. By the way, that's pathetic. I can't believe we're that bad, bro.
Hey, bro, you did. I was looking. I'm like, bro, box office did horrible last week, bro.
Bro, I was 0-4 just on Thanksgiving and Black Friday. I was shocked. I said, bro, like I couldn't believe all 4 of those teams won.
All underdogs won. Every underdog won.
On Black Friday and Thanksgiving, if you put $100 down on those 4 underdogs, you would have won $8,000.
Wow.
I was shocked. But
nobody won $8,000. Nobody won $8,000. I could probably guarantee that.
All right. So this week, by the way, we've got some fire primetime games. Starting with tomorrow, we got the Lions at home against the Cowboys. Antonio and Jasper picked the Lions.
Bruh.
Amon
Ross still hurt, huh? He might not play, huh?
Questionable as of right now.
Give me the Cowboys. I'm gonna go again. I had them against the Eagles. They won. I had them against the Chiefs. They beat the Lions, bro. Unfortunately, the Lions are just falling apart.
Shit, man. My head's telling me to pick the damn Lions because I just don't like the Cowboys. I don't think they but they just been playing really good, man.
They have, bro.
It's in Detroit, though.
Yep.
Cowboys still haven't been very good against the run, though.
Hey, I need Jameer Gibbs to go crazy. Go crazy, Gibbs.
And that's what I think is going to happen, man. I got Detroit.
All right.
I got Detroit, and I think Williams goes crazy for me in the NBS league. Matter of fact, let me put him back in my starting lineup because I had him on the bench this past week and went off.
All right. So my concern is Amon-Ra doesn't play. He didn't come back on that game,
Right.
but it's been a week now. Even if he plays not 100%, and I think he's huge for that offense. I'm going Dallas. They're healthier. They're hitting on all cylinders. Lions are beat up, man. Laporta's out. Amon-Ra is questionable. They haven't looked effective like they did last year. Now you can tell they're missing Ben Johnson a little. I'm gonna go with Dallas.
Who I went with?
You went with the Cowboys. Sorry, you went with the Lions. You got till kickoff to change your mind.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna roll with them though. Go ahead. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, next game. We got the Bengals at Buffalo.
Ooh, that's spicy right there. That's a spicy one.
You know what's crazy? Antonio and Jasper are one game apart, and they agreed on every game this week.
Wow.
They both got Buffalo.
Well, this is my last time doing it this year. If we lose, I'm gonna take my L. I got Cincinnati, but what you said last week about Buffalo playing against Pittsburgh, I just think that you're putting too much on Josh Allen, and I think that with Burrow back, it gives him that extra. I got the Bengals, bro, beating them in Buffalo.
I got the Bengals as well, bro. It's crazy. It's good. I just think that they with Burrow back in his second game, feeling more comfortable. I think that they rally and they beat the Bills. I think the Bills look bad, bro. They look bad, and I actually think that this game, I don't know what the line is on it, but I think this is a pick 'em game. And I'm just gonna pick the Bengals.
Okay. I'm going Buffalo. Every time you think Cincinnati's gonna get it right,
You right.
they don't. And when I least expect them to win, they win.
Yeah.
I can't read the Bengals at all. I was shocked they beat the Ravens last week. I thought Burrow was going to look rusty. This fool looked better than Lamar, who's been playing for weeks. And I'm assuming they're getting Higgins, but I don't know. I'm still going with the home team. I got the Bills. Tricky game, though. All right. Battle for first as of right now. We got the Colts at the Jags.
Oh,
Jasper and Antonio got the Colts.
bruh. All I keep hearing in my ears, oh, my boy going, Duval. I'm like, bruh, we're going. Get away from me, bruh. Oh. Ooh, this is tough. It's in Jacksonville. It's in Duval.
Yep.
I'm gonna take Jacksonville, bro. I think the Colts are slowly but surely gonna they're melted. They're falling off a cliff right now, and they gotta stop themselves. I don't love Jacksonville, but I thought Jacksonville handled Tennessee like they were supposed to last week. I was concerned that Tennessee would give them a game, and they didn't. So I'm going to say Jacksonville continues that hot streak. And Jacksonville, for the most part, in these games that you think to yourself, like, I thought they were going to lose to Kansas City. They won that game. I think they'll find a way to beat Indianapolis and box office. Oh, God, don't let the Colts fall off the cliff. Don't let them fall off the cliff.
All you're going to say is, I didn't have them being good this year anyway.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, all right. I'm going with Jacksonville, but I'll tell you one thing. Jonathan Taylor has better not score a touchdown. I've had him on my slip for the last 2 weeks. He's the only one out on my touchdown parlay. that didn't score a touchdown. Last 2 weeks, and he's the one that I was like, okay, for sure, I got Jonathan Taylor on there. He's gonna score one, bro. He's the only one. If he scores a touchdown, because he's not touching another slip of mine. If he scores a touchdown this week, boy, I might drive to Indy myself and jump on this dude, bro. But I got Jacksonville because I told y'all about the Jaguars. I think this is the year that they make the playoffs and actually, I ain't gonna say they're gonna make a run, but I think they make the playoffs. I think they actually live up to the expectation. And yeah, like I said, actually make the playoffs. They look good now. They're leading their division right now. So I think this might put their division to sleep if they win this one, huh?
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at Indy's schedule right now, bro.
It's tough down the stretch.
They lose this one. My God. And I swear to God, I'm not doing this because box office likes the Colts. But outside of the Chargers, the Colts haven't beaten any. Oh, they beat the Broncos week 2. I'm sorry. They did. It was a 1-point game. Yeah, but the Colts beat the Chargers and the Broncos. But after that, everybody else is I don't mean to be disrespectful, but cupcakes. The back end of their schedule, they got some gunners coming. They got Jacksonville.
We got Jacksonville twice. We got Houston again. We got San Fran, and we got Seattle.
Woo!
Yep.
Hey man, I'm getting old, bro. I'm getting sleepy. Let's go.
Y'all ready for my stat of the day?
Go ahead.
You know, the last time the Colts won in Jacksonville?
When?
2014.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I ain't gonna lie.
Right. Every year we beat them in Indy, but we lose to them in Jacksonville. It's insane, bro. But I do think we're catching them at the right time because we're sliding, and I think this is going to be bigger motivation. We're DeForest Buckner and Saucer out. Those are huge pieces. I just think we're due to win in Jacksonville. We're due for it eventually, bro. Like, come on. How have we gone 11 years with our divisional opponent can't beat them over there? It's not like we play the Chiefs every year. Like, this is ridiculous. I think we're hungry for a win, and we get them. Colts finally win in Jacksonville, bro. I think we get them, but I am a little worried if we lose this one. That's for sure. All right. Next game's also for first place. Steelers at Ravens. Jasper and Antonio chose the Ravens.
I'm taking Baltimore as well. Pittsburgh, man, they just I don't know no more, bro. I don't know what to say about Pittsburgh, bro. I know Baltimore hasn't looked good neither the last 3 weeks, especially Lamar. But if I have to choose the worst, who's been worse, I think the Steelers have been worse. So I'm going to take the Ravens in this one. Man. And shout out to Mark Andrews getting some money.
That means Isaiah Likely is gone.
Yeah, I was thinking it too. I said, why would they give Mark Andrews all that money and you still got Likely right there? Likely's younger, am I right?
Yeah.
He is, but I just think that I guess they didn't like Likely not doing as much this year. I don't know.
I don't know, man. All right, Baltimore. I don't think I even need to say that as much as I told you how much I dislike Aaron Rodgers. But I got Baltimore. They're keeping my pick for the Super Bowl alive.
Yeah. Every time the Steelers are messing up, and you're like, all right, Baltimore's about to get it going, Baltimore ruins it. Like, Lamar now has gone 3 straight games without a touchdown throw. Pittsburgh offense hasn't looked good either. Tomlin does give Lamar issues, though. I think this is closer than people think. I think Baltimore wins this one, but Pittsburgh's going to win that one in Pittsburgh. So I think they're going to split. I've got Baltimore this week, though.
Okay.
All right, next game. Also for first place, we got the Bears at the Packers. Jasper and Antonio chose the Packers.
Yeah, I got the Packers as well. Packers are a tricky team, but yeah, I got the Packers. I just think at Lambeau, I know the Bears have been playing really well, but the Packers, Jordan Love, if he could play like he did this past week and be more consistent. I know that's how you're asking a lot. See, I know that's what you want to say. Jordan Love is wishy-washy, but I think that defense is going to find its way in this game. The Bears run the football at a really good rate. Well, this past week for sure, but I'm going to roll with the Packers at home.
Every time I see the Bears play, I just want to cry. I'll be like, why not us, man? Why you didn't pick us?
Hey, I want it. Hey, y'all got to listen to me when it comes to head coaches.
Bruh.
Hell no, you thought Kellen Moore was good.
I said I wanted Ben Johnson. I was the one hyping up Ben Johnson before he got a job.
Bruh. I got the Bears first off because Love is who knows, bro. Who knows? He had a good game last week. He's due for a bad one this week. So I got the Bears. But Ben Johnson, bro. Look, man. I don't know what it was. We must not have got him in the building. Had we got him in the building, he wouldn't have left. You don't come down here and leave. If we'd have got him in the building, but I just think of what could have been.
I know what it was.
What?
No
It's
quarterback.
He liked Caleb Williams more than Spencer Rattler, just like Lincoln Riley did.
I knew he was gonna say that, bro. He's so predictable. I swear to God.
Hey, bro, he could have came down here and picked him a quarterback.
He didn't like him.
Bro, I swear. No, hey, don't text me tomorrow. I didn't want to text from you tomorrow.
All right, I am with C with one quarterback, and that's Jordan Love, bro. Every time I think this dude stinks, he plays like Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. And then every time I think he's about to continue being Aaron Rodgers, he plays like, I don't know, trash. So I can't figure him out. I literally can't figure Jordan Love out at all. With that being said, I'm just going to go with the home team. I got the Packers at home. All right.
And why, bro? Why not us, man? Fuck. I'm down here with Kellen Moore, bro.
But chill, man. Chill.
This dude couldn't call a JV football.
Bro, hey.
Bro.
Hey, bro, you tripping, my boy.
I hate this
Nah,
dude.
C is right for once about a Saints coach.
God, bro.
Tripping, bro.
This shit, Dennis Allen all over again.
No, boy. Don't even bring up Dennis Allen to me. Oh my God.
Hey, this motherfucker go worse than Dennis Allen.
Oh, boy, stop. Bro.
All right. Let's go
Allen
to,
finally went and got an offensive coordinator. This motherfucker, he need to get an offensive coordinator. Bro.
all right, let's go on to the Sunday night game, which is going to be a good one. We got Houston at Kansas City. Jasper and Antonio chose Kansas City.
Ooh, man. Will I do it? Should I do it? Should I take Houston again? Man.
Like
Who y'all got? Who y'all got?
Like I said, Kansas City's going to win out.
Oh, yeah, you did say that.
H times going down.
Wow.
Wow, he did say that earlier, though. He did say that. Nah, I'm taking Kansas City. I'm not rolling with C on this one.
I got Houston, bro. I just think that I don't think Kansas City I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs, bro. This one they're gonna lose.
There you go. I like that yeah, man. I hate when we all pick the same team, bro. I swear every time we pick the same team, it seems like TikTok just goes crazy on us. Boy, I don't know ball. That's
Well, we're disagreeing a lot. Like,
that's good.
yeah, we're disagreeing a lot. Me and C almost got every game opposite. So, all right, we'll see.
All right.
Monday Night Football, Eagles at the Chargers. Jasper and Antonio got the Eagles.
I got the Chargers, bro. I got the Chargers at home. Yeah, I got the Chargers. The Eagles just be tripping, bro. Eagles be tripping, bro. The Eagles be tripping, bro.
Hey,
I'm saying, bro. Hey, you might talk about Kellen Moore. They look like they miss Kellen Moore. I don't know what the hell that is the Eagles are doing.
He
I don't know.
He might have been a good fit for them.
Because
Not so much over here, bro.
I don't know, like, bro, Saquon Barkley, bro. I'm out of Cuban's fantasy playoffs because Saquon Barkley has been a scrub for me, bro. How you run 5 million yards you ran for last year and this year you struggling, bro? No, bro. I got the Chargers, bro. Chargers gonna figure out a way to get the dub.
Hey man, the Eagles are the best sorry ass team in the league, bro. they got all the components of a good team, the defending Super Bowl champions. But just when you think that they all right, the Eagles finna go and make a run, they lose. And they look bad losing. So with that being said, give me the Eagles. I got the Eagles, but the Chargers are just too injured, bro. Chargers are way too injured for me, man. I can't. Not even the great Harbaugh can coach them out of this.
Watch him out, man. You know, that's my dog. That's another coach I was high on, too.
So.
You a hater, bro.
Harbaugh is great, but, bro, no coach could coach this offensive line. I mean, I don't know if Herbert's going to have a finger left by the end of this year, bro.
That is true. Herbert might not play, huh? If he don't play, I'm switching my pick now.
It looks like he's going to play because his left hand, but still. Right. I got the Eagles because I think it's a terrible matchup for the Chargers. That D-line, Jalen Carter's going to eat them dudes up.
When they want to.
Yeah.
They don't even show up either, bro.
But have y'all also noticed last 2 games, A.J. Brown's been balling and he hasn't said a peep.
And they've been losing.
He don't give a damn.
Yeah, he don't give a shit, bro. That's what talk about a bad teammate, bro. That dude's horrible, man.
And I like A.J. Brown, bro. That's my dog, but he's becoming
I like him all the way up until now, man. I just can't stand a bad teammate, bro. I can't stand a bad teammate. That's me. We winning, but y'all ain't throwing me the ball. Boy, if you don't shut your ass up and to take these wins, we try to get another Super Bowl. Now he hadn't said anything. You catching your little touchdowns, you flex it in the end zone, and guess what? At the end of the day, y'all go in the locker room sad because y'all got another L to put around your waist.
Yep. Well, that's it for the picks this week. I disagreed with C almost on everything. Couple games with UX. Our records are about to move a little bit. So,
hey, man. I'm climbing that ladder, bro.
I'm embarrassed by myself this year. Me and the Saints both rebuilding this year.
Well, it's all good. I know it's late with box offices, and I know it's late where we at, see, because we got to work in the morning just like box office, I'm pretty sure. So shout out to y'all boys, man. Shout out to our new coach, Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
LSU Lane. Hey, bro, we supposed to celebrate, man. What are we supposed to just be all mad at the world? No, like, bro, we good. Hey, LSU Lane, bro, we here. We ready. I'm gonna say in the camera right now. Look at me, Trinidad Chambers. We need a quarterback next year, my brother. Come on home, man. But shout out to y'all boys, man. Like I said, get my ladder ready because I'm about to catch y'all in everything. And fantasy football playoffs. Y'all know what I do, man. See, I don't know if you in the NBS playoff.
As of right now, I am.
Hey, bro. You know my ladder's out, right? I done caught y'all. I'm in the playoffs. After that terrible start, I'm in the playoffs. And bro, Mike Evans may come back. Oh, my God.
How many people make the playoffs in NBS?
Eight people.
You got 8 seed right now, huh?
Right now, amazing. But I'm tied. It's like the 5th through the 4th or 5th all the way down is all tied. So I'm right there.
No, I'm
You might be one game in front of me.
Yeah, I'm one in ahead of y'all.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass you. I know I scored my
should make it regardless. You ain't gonna pass me.
Oh, see, come on, bro. Hey, bro. Cupid's League, the only league I didn't make the playoffs, man. That kind of sucks, but you know it is what it is. Your league, I'm gonna win. So get ready for that. Hey, y'all might win in them picks, but in fantasy, y'all know who the GOAT is. Hey, Boxer, you shouldn't even talk about fantasy. You shouldn't even just be quiet at this point.
I know why you ducked me in your league this year.
Here we go. Hey, you never made the playoffs. I don't think in the NBS league before.
No, I did. But hey, I'm out of here, y'all. I can't wait for Lane Kiffin to leave LSU for the Saints. Then y'all gonna hype that up.
Right, so give us about 2 or 3 at LSU. Bring your ass on to New Orleans. You're right.
Shout out to Tulane, the best team in Louisiana. But hey man, Colts need a win. We need a win bad. Let's go Colts. That's all I gotta say. And we'll be back next week to talk about the college football playoff bracket officially. I'm excited for that show.
Send me all the picks.
We're gonna watch the playoffs with LSU.
What'd you say, C?
I just say shout out to Texas. They're gonna watch the playoffs with LSU.
But send me all the picks as soon as possible. I might have time to do it tonight. If I can't, I have to do it before the first game tomorrow. So
send it as soon as we log off.
It's all good. Go ahead, C.
All right, man. Last of the shout outs, I was going to my family, Hunter, Morgan, Tori, Christian, and Lee, and Edward. Daddy, love y'all. I'll see you in just a second. And to my beautiful wife, Latricia, I love you too. And the Pep House babies, Marcel Carter Bryant, Nazaria Grace Bryant. Pep Pep, love y'all. I'll see y'all in just a second, even if it's just on my screensaver, just to show you I ain't hyping nothing up that I ain't living. There you go, right there. But and then y'all boys, man, appreciate y'all having me on here. I'll be back to smack y'all around again next week, man. We're gonna start earlier too.
Yes.
Put up or shut up.